Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied. Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. Shoot you between the balls.
The disease. And I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. There can be only one.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to kill them all, sir.
All right, sweethearts, what are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed? Another glorious day in the Corps. A day in the Marine Corps is like a day on the farm. Every meal's a banquet, every paycheck a fortune, every formation a parade. God, I love the Corps.
I'm so pumped. Let's do this.
I feel like I signed the wrong paperwork. I shouldn't be here. I'm
Nate,
not a Marine.
You definitely signed the wrong paperwork.
Yeah, what am I doing here? I was promised deep naps.
That's deep sleep to get where we were going.
Oh.
You got to read that fine print. Well, let me introduce these absolute badasses here. I am your host, Charlie. With me, as always, is Nate. Say hello to the people, Nate.
Hello. I got nothing. I was trying to think of like a Marine, like.
Hoorah!
But I got nothing.
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
that's
Hoorah!
it. I thought it was like gung ho.
Gung ho, chaps. Cheerio.
Cheerio, good lads.
And next to him is my brother Pete. Say hello, Pete.
Hello. Hey, Nate, has anyone ever mistaken you for a man?
No, have they? Wait.
You see, yeah.
No,
it doesn't
you.
quite work.
I apparently was the one prepared for an intro. These two just oh!
I was not. It still feels weird we're covering this. It feels like we're not allowed to.
Kind
Why are we not allowed
but
to?
I feel like it's like, like
It's like we
after
we
5
end
years
a
you're
show
allowed to.
Like we go off air after a thing like this.
This feels like it should be like episode 200 or something. Something feels weird.
a grand finale on it. You picked this though. That's
I
the
felt
whole
like
thing.
you picked it.
I
Was it me?
said, well, what we haven't told everyone is we have brought back one of our special months that we didn't do last year. We are going back to space. I figure
Yeah.
every 2 years we're going to go back to space. So we're like, okay, time to pick space movies again. And I sent a list out of action space movies, and Aliens is obviously on them. And people have asked when we're going to cover Aliens, and you guys were like, yeah,
Here
let's
you
do
go.
Aliens. Right.
Ta-da!
It's an action movie. It full-blooded, every bit of it is pure action. So yeah, it works. We're in space, and there's guns, and there's
No
blood,
one can hear us scream.
no screaming, especially Nate's girlish scream when he dies. No, is he
Yep.
our Gorman or is he our Paul Reiser? That's what.
Oh, I'm
what is
definitely
that?
not a Paul Reiser. Come
No.
on
You're not,
now.
are you not a Paul Reiser?
Oh, no.
Okay, you get to be Gorman then.
That
He's
corporate pin pusher.
Nate's like, can I be the cat? Can I just be the kitty cat?
Let me be the cat so I can stay home. I don't want to go on this. trip.
Yeah.
I'm Jonesy. I'll just keep the apartment nice and cozy. But no, I feel like it's time to do
We're
Aliens,
mature
man.
enough to do this.
Yeah. We've covered way more complex movies.
It
We've
just
actually
feels weird that 6 months ago we already covered a James Cameron movie. And now here we are again. That means in December, another James Cameron movie.
or sooner.
That'll be on the stars.
Uh-oh.
Little tease. How about that?
Oh, boy.
That's
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Yeah, little tease. But no, I feel totally great about this, man. I am an Aliens fanatic. Like if you come into my office, not only am I surrounded by He-Man and everything, but I have alien action figures everywhere. I've got like the original run of the alien figures from when we were kids,
Yeah.
that old chestnut of let's let kids play with
Rated.
hugely graphic R-rated characters.
Hell yes.
And I've got like my statue of Ripley versus the queen alien. I got a bigger version of it above my head. I'm surrounded by little aliens I've bought. Like when Walmart did the $10, different colored aliens, I was like, I'm buying them all.
Oh, cool.
I want every one of
The
them.
purple one, the green
And-
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
purple, green, the lime
Blue,
green
I
ones
think.
It didn't
over
matter.
behind
He was
my
getting 'em.
Xbox.
Getting 'em all,
I bought them. I got them all. God, that was my Pokemon. Gotta
Oh, yeah.
catch them all. Aliens. Gotta catch them. I don't even know if that's the song. I don't do Pokemon. But
that's you aren't close.
I would.
But no,
I'm not-
yeah.
I was,
No.
but wasn't, right?
Nah, I mean, no.
Okay. Well, I'll go look that up while we play the Aliens trailer, and we'll just get
I
into
feel like there's
meat
gonna be a lot of rich history here
Yeah.
between the three of
Yeah.
us.
Tell me
Yeah.
one thing, Burke. You're going out there to destroy them, right? Not to study, not to bring back, but to wipe them out.
That's the plan.
All right, people, on the ready line. Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah! Get on the ready line, Marine! Get down the die! Get on the ready line! Get your leg up here.
Keep back, don't scare.
Movement! Talk to me, Hudson!
I got signals. I got readings in front and behind.
There's nothing back here.
Look, I'm telling you, there's something moving and it ain't us.
Get them out of there.
They cut the power.
How could they cut the power, man? They're animals.
There's movement all over the place. 5 meters, man. 4.
Aliens. This time, it's war.
This movie,
Game over, man.
this movie
over.
is so good. It just brought in trailer voice guy at the very end. It spoke for
Right.
itself.
Like,
It didn't need trailer voice guy to come in and hype up the film. It just spoke for itself.
it had a minute 30 teaser trailer I clicked on, and it's like
Yeah.
almost no dialogue whatsoever. It's just these flashes of scenes from the movie. And I was like, that's really cool visually. Doesn't help me here. There are so many like fan edits of trailers, but that's the OG original 1986 theatrical trailer to this, man. I was like, man, that's perfect. And then you're right, Pete, bring in trailer voice guy at the tail end to just send it home. And I also like, it's war.
Mhm.
I was like, that's pretty much
Yeah,
what this
that is
What it
kind of what
was.
this movie is.
Yeah, I mean, we're no longer one-on-one with an alien. Now it's like a swarm, and I think I love it. I'm going to say this now. I can't really pick between what's better, Alien or Aliens.
Don't pick.
My only way to go is Alien is a perfect horror movie.
Yeah.
Aliens is a perfect action movie.
Yeah, that's how
Which is why this is on the action side
that's
of
why
the
that's
show.
why I felt- I
because-
mean, you've got a good argument for this being action horror.
There
it's
is-
definitely an action horror, but
that- yeah.
it's a thriller for sure.
It's
it's
pretty gross.
Well, it's pretty gross, but not even if you just took the gore out, just the pulse pounding parts, with like the motion tracker.
That's the thriller
scene.
part. Like that's
Yeah,
the stuff
that's
where
the-
it's just intense.
It's like a serial killer. This again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. This is where I feel like action and horror blur the lines on a lot of movies.
You've got peanut
and they
butter in my
complement
chocolate. You got
themselves.
chocolate in my peanut butter, and you've got a perfect
Oh,
blend. It's
no.
great.
Yeah.
Well, a movie like this, though, I mean, what? Almost 10 years after the first one? Like, the first one was 78, 79.
7-ish, yeah. 79 was the.
Yes,
the
just
original.
I think it's like
Decent-
8 years, something like that. Yeah.
Amount apart away from the first one. And even then, to be completely unlike the first one at all, where it's very slow and brooding. Yeah, so it was a couple weeks ago, we went and saw the 45th anniversary of the first Alien
Oh,
on the
hell
big
yeah.
Oh,
and
at Gateway.
it's gorgeous on the big screen, and the sound. It's all about the sound of like how the little auxiliary noises of the ship itself really sell home that movie.
It's the mood. It's
Yeah, it
totally
really
the mood.
does.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things was they did a little conversation with Ridley Scott and Fede Alvarez, who's doing the new Alien movie coming out later this year. And it was just Ridley Scott pointing out some of the things behind the scenes.
Don't screw
That's
this
like,
up.
God, I really hope. No, I mean, Ridley Scott already screwed it up himself, so
Yeah.
we can only go up.
There's only 2 movies in the
Right.
franchise.
There's 3.
the
I'll
re-
count Alien Resurrection.
The rest are a mess.
It's fun. I like Alien Resurrection.
Alien Resurrection is a lot of fun.
It
It's
really
stupid,
is.
but it is fun. Alien 3, I have no time for. It's a really bad movie all around.
I kind of like Alien 3. I'm
I
just saying that
just-
right now.
So after seeing it, it kind of like launched a deep dive into Alien on my end. So went and watched all 4 within the time span of a week because I was like, yeah, more Alien. And James Cameron's 4K release of Aliens had just came out, and I finally had an excuse to use that to open it up. And then when we were covering it, it's like, well, I finally have an excuse to rewatch it.
Right. And then he's like, why are we covering this movie? We're not prepared. I'm like, it sounds like you're totally
Sounds like
prepared.
you're pretty prepared.
I don't know. It sounds like
Yeah.
I'm prepared. I did
It
do a lot of
does.
Alien deep dive.
Well, yeah.
As you
I
should.
mean,
You're spending good time. I mean, that's time.
Well, and that's
time
the
well
thing. I'm always like, oh, I've always liked Predator more than Alien. And I do. But I always say that in a way of like, oh, Alien's not as high up on my pedigree. But then I look around like my room and I'm like, oh, yeah, I do have like all the movies on VHS. I've got toys. If you look through like my game history, pretty much when an Alien game comes out, I buy it. So whether I realize it or not, it's like I really do like Aliens quite a bit.
Yeah, to be fair, there's not as many Predator games as there are Alien
Yeah, sadly.
games. So, to get
There
away-
is, but there is a really good one on the PlayStation that recently came out like a couple years back.
Oh, really?
That's getting a full blown revamp where it's like
Oh, that's
you're
right.
with a team of 4 and one person is playing as the Predator trying to hunt you down.
Oh, so
It's
it's
fucking
Friday
awesome.
The 13th, or
Yep.
what the Evil Dead also did the same thing. Where
Yep.
it's
The only difference is like when you're on the commando side is you're actually trying to complete a mission, just like in the first Predator movie,
oh,
where it's like you're going in trying to do something with your team, and then
Then the Predator.
whenever that
shows up.
Predator decides to strike.
Chaos ensues.
that sounds awesome. That really does.
Yeah.
But
But then,
no,
like, I think about my love for Aliens. It even falls back to Alien versus Predator, the old arcade game, having
the
the
comic.
the comic, having the first person shooter on the PC years and years ago. Like,
Yeah.
good lord, there's so much of these
And,
two going hand in hand with one another.
And then we got movies that happened.
Those
Yeah.
did happen for some reason. Fucking Paul W.S. Anderson.
They have such
You
a
son of a bitch. Or is it
Paul
Paul W. Anderson? Whichever one's the bad one.
One of them. I'm sure there's a W. I think it is W.S. Anderson.
Well, one of them's like a really good one who makes high art films like There Will Be Blood. And then the other one makes fucking Alien versus Predator.
Is that
That
Wes
piece of shit.
Anderson.
No. That's the one that makes
Oh.
the quirky movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
That
don't know.
if he made that means the alien would wear like a top hat.
He's talking to the
Hat-
guy
Hello,
that
my
did
He's like
baby.
a-
Hello, my honey.
Yeah,
Hello,
exactly.
my ragtime gal.
No, he's talking about the guy that did like Resident Evil
Ow.
and
He did Event Horizon. That was
Event
good.
Horizon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Horizon was really good.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Death Race was good.
I love Death Race. I love that movie. So good. Well, let's get into. I mean, we obviously, like Pete said, there's going to be some deep history with us. And since Nate and I have been kind of bogarting the microphones, Pete, let's start with you, brother. What is your history with Aliens or even the Alien
Right,
franchise? What
right.
the hell?
So,
Just dig in.
My first recollection, and I'm going to get dates a little fuzzy here because it was a
No.
long time ago and I'm not very smart. I remember my cousin Angela saying over the summer she had just seen the scariest movie she had ever seen. And this was before VCRs were really a household item. So I don't know if this was like the summer of 1980 or if there was a re-release of Alien. I'm not real sure, but she was talking about Alien, the first one. She says scariest movie she ever saw. She's about 8 years older than I am, give or take. And I was fascinated. I'm like, I want to see this movie. And being rated R and not having a VCR, that did not happen. Fast forward to the summer of '86. I don't know when this came out, but I
86.
I don't know what part of the year this came out, but
Oh.
I remember we didn't have a swimming pool.
July.
We had a quarry. So we would go out to the quarry to go swimming. And one of my friends had gone to see it. We were about 13 at the time. And he's describing this movie, and I'm just fixated, asking him all these questions about why did this happen? Why didn't they do this? And he's like, you just got to go see the movie. And it was a hard no for mom and dad again. 13, hard R movie. Like mom and dad's like, you can wait for it. So it took me a
Curse you, mother and father.
Right. So for this guy, it was junior, senior year when I could finally drive, where I rented the thing from one of the local stores. And I sat down with my buddy Andy and we watched it, and it just took over our minds. It's all we could think of and talk about forever. Shortly after that, that's when the original Dark Horse Aliens started coming out. And I do have all of the original run.
Nice.
I think I have the full run of that. I'd have to dig in my boxes.
Like this is my Alien run right here.
As he holds up giant handfuls of comics.
I got the OG Alien Predator, all that stuff.
Don't worry, everybody. They're bagged and boarded.
They're bagged
It's
and
totally
boarded,
fine.
I assure you. Even the beautiful ones that were painted.
I've got a lot of
this
those.
one that's a
Nice.
hell of a limited series. But I got all the Dark Horses when Marvel came out. I got the first 12 issues of the Marvel run, and I got a little bored of it because it seemed to be the same story over and over again. The evil Weyland Yutani sends people up to investigate something, and chaos ensues. And that seems to be a recycled theme in a lot of these side quest alien books from Dark Horse. So
because corporate bad.
Right. I did read somewhere that Marvel's really trying something interesting. They're digging into the lore, and like those first 6 to 10 issues were just kind of fan service. Just it was very shallow, except you had to read a little deeper into it to see what they were trying to do with it. So I might give that another shot. I had a bunch of the toys. I bought the VHS when it came out, when I could afford it. I had a ton of the toys, but college hits you hard, and sometimes you need money and you sell your shit. So I don't really have, outside of these Super 7 muscle guys, which I have 2 packs of them. So I've got half of the little muscle men alien folks. But I don't have any other toys, just my comics. I had the original soundtrack at one time. Oh, that breaks my heart that I don't have it anymore. And I also had the novelization. I think I read the novelization before I even saw the movie, I did that with Predator also. I was able to get my hands on the book before I was allowed.
You can't let me watch a movie, but you can't stop me reading a book.
We got to yell at me for reading, Mom.
Hey, Mom, can I go buy a book at Walden? Sure. Here's $10, and I walk out with in a bag.
How am I supposed to get my personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut if I don't read all my books?
Yeah, I got a punch.
That's right.
So I dearly love this franchise. It has meant a lot to me for a long time. I am far from an expert in this, but this world fascinates me, and this creature fascinates me too on a level that's almost scary to myself. So I'm thrilled we're covering this. It's a dream come true, guys. It's a
finally,
we finally make it happen.
That's all I got.
Nate, what about you, Bubba?
God, I really wish I could remember like the first time I watched Aliens. Like the distinct memory I have is the final scene with the loader battle as a kid, and Bishop, just that white milk spraying all over him. As he gets cut in half. Like That's what I have
That was
memory
such
of as
a
a kid.
holy shit moment when I first saw that. Because you're
Oh,
games.
it's still
movie's
incredible.
over, right?
Like,
Movie's over.
yeah,
Nope. It was.
it's
not
safe.
over.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So I definitely remember when Alien Resurrection came out, like sneaking to watch that on Cinemax or HBO. It was one of those because I remember that one being pretty gory, and I think the parents were like, maybe not on this one. Aliens was fine, but maybe not on that one. I remember watching it. I had not seen that until recently for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Like, kind of just out of my memory banks.
I'm not ready to show the nephew the first one. We're getting.
I think the first one he'd be totally fine
the
with.
second one, but I'm not ready to show him the first one.
I think first one he'd be fine on. Yeah.
He got scared of Poltergeist last year.
Okay.
Mom scolded
Maybe
him.
then.
That's what he had to sleep with mom and dad after I left.
See, I told you, clowns evil.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
There's no clowns and aliens, so he's good.
Swimming pools
Exactly.
filled of
Yeah.
skeletons. Blech.
I remember being a kid owning the Alien Trilogy game on the PlayStation 1. It was like the first person shooter, and like the facehugger would pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'd use the cheat codes to get like the flamethrower and stuff like that because that game was super fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
And so like when it comes to aliens, like it's really just being a teenager, I guess you could say. Because like I've always kind of done this thing where like if I get sick and like can't go in, I still do this now. Like if I can't go into work, I'll throw in Alien on like the day that I'm bedridden and then watch Aliens as well. So it's kind of just always like, oh, I'm sick. Might as well just watch Alien. Like
Just
it's time
comfort
for that again.
movies.
Yeah.
When Nate's having a rough day, here's an alien to cuddle him.
I mean, it's seriously one of those movies I couldn't appreciate until I was in high school to realize, like, oh, Michael Bihn's in this. Oh, Bill Paxton's in this. Oh, like it's a James Cameron movie, you know, like the ancient old story that, you know, his pitch meeting was writing alien on the board, then putting a dollar sign after the end. And that's how you're going to make the sequel. It's brilliant.
Sold.
Yeah.
How much money do you need? That's exactly it.
I didn't have any of the Alien comics themselves or like any of those novelizations, but
You can get 'em at
if
the
I come
library,
across in the
just
wild,
saying.
yeah. Oh, dude, there's an app for that now. Also, support your local comic book store, you dick.
Do you know how pricey some of these are? They're up there, dude.
There's an app for that.
I bought them when the market was low.
Yeah.
Yeah. 90s. Low,
Yeah.
low.
Low.
So, Charlie, what about you? What's your
Oh.
history with Alien?
Well, I watched Aliens before I ever watched
Yeah,
Alien.
Me too.
Yeah, I have no
Um,
idea which one I've actually seen first. It has to be Aliens. Has to be.
Yeah, this was again. This is creature feature. This was right up my alley, and I believe Dad was progressively getting the movies a little bit more graphic, a little bit more intense. You know, because Deep Star 6 is nowhere to the intensity or gore of this movie. Leviathan, even, but it's another good one that it's like there's no sexual conduct in
Mhm.
this. There's no naked women running around. Language, but
Oh.
they're not telling the dirty jokes from Predator, so you know, no big deal. So
Sexual
Dad let me
harassment,
watch
sorry.
this one. Yeah, and why did it echo? But it was one of those nights Dad would, you know, come home and, you know, I still remember them, the brown plastic VHS cases that would have the name written on it, and it's Aliens.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know that. And we sat there and we watched that. And my God, I couldn't tear my eyes away from it. You know, that was just normal for me. When Dad brought home a movie, rarely was it something I went, wow, that kind of sucked. It would have to be something we both picked. And we were both like, that really fucking sucked. Robot Wars. But you know, it's this was one of those that just ignited something in my brain. That alien design is right there with the Predator design, which James Cameron has a kind of a hand in the Predator as well. For those that may not know, he was sitting next to Stan Winston when he was sketching it out on
Oh yeah, he was the one that
on the
suggested
plane.
mandibles, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's the one that says
Yeah.
that. I've always wanted to see something with articulated mandibles, and Stan Winston starts sketching it out. So, and this isn't a H.R. Geiger design, but H.R. Geiger did not come back to do the Alien. He was like super busy. James didn't want to add any more stress to him because
he's a bit of a weirdo.
He's a little
I was
odd.
gonna say, I just finally saw what H.R. Geiger looked like for the first time, I think last week, and he looked exactly like what I would expect H.R. Geiger
right?
to look like. Just a weird little nerd.
Watch the thing where they give he's given a tour of his house.
Yeah, it's
dude
terrifying.
Lives in that world in his brain.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's insane. But I was reading that, H.R. Geiger did reach out to James, and he was like, hey man, I wish you'd have kind of called me. I would have loved to have worked on it, but that alien queen, that was awesome. So it's to kind of get that kind of thumbs up from the dude that created, it's so weird to say it, but this sexy, sensual look on a terrifying creature. Not till he did Species again.
As you mean Species, right?
Well, honestly, look at a lot of the way it's done, especially when they're all in the walls and the way the aliens just shaped. I will say sexy. That just says something about me. That's all.
Giger drew uncomfortably sexy.
Yeah, he really did.
Biomechanical visions, just nightmare.
And that's what it is. It was visions this dude has.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's messed up. But yeah, and I had a few of the toys growing up, but when I got older, obviously I was able to buy somebody's collection, and I got a bunch of them that are still on card. I've got the Power Loader with Ripley in it. I went and got the Nate's still kicking himself, but I did the pre-order.
I pre-ordered it, and it just never came for me. I don't know what happened.
Did you lose your money?
You pre-ordered it from GameStop, and I told you not to.
Well, I didn't know where else to pre-order it from, so
Hasbro, the company that made it.
Hey, that's the first time GameStop ever let me down on a pre-order. All right,
they give you
GameStop lets a lot of people down, but I did the Nerf pulse rifle that, everyone bought it because it's so accurate to the look of the movie that they're just.
It looks
painting
awesome.
on.
It even has the counter on the side. Yeah,
it has the,
so awesome.
Has the grenade launcher. It holds 10 rounds, but it counts down from 99. I mean, it's amazing. I love this thing, but I'm an alien nut, dude. I love the design. I love the world. Like Pete, I have the comics. I probably have multiple doubles because there was a point where I was not keeping up with what ones I had. I would just buy them. Like there'd be a stack of them for like $10. I'll take them all. And maybe I needed one or two out of it. And so I've got like multiples of these comics, but I was just so taken by this world. And I enjoy all of the movies basically just because I get to see aliens all the time. It's why I was so disappointed with like Prometheus and what's the second one? Covenant. Not enough alien.
Oh, like Prometheus, I have decided it's a good space adventure. Like it's not a bad movie when it's doing its own thing. It's when it tries to shoehorn itself into the alien universe.
I will say this. If there's any truth to this, and I believe there is that it was not originally written to be an alien movie.
Ooh, that makes
it was supposed
no,
to be.
It was supposed to be about origin of man and life, and I think the studio kind of wedged him into doing it. That's why you don't get a xenomorph per se till the very end credits. And then with Alien Covenant, it was Ridley Scott going, well, I'm going to come back to the alien world officially now because Prometheus did just enough to justify a sequel. You know, it didn't like do anything crazy. And then I remember like opening weekend being so excited. I was like, holy shit, like Ridley Scott is doing an action alien movie. Like I was like, yeah, it's Prometheus. Like went and saw that opening weekend too, but something about Alien Covenant, the posters for that, having that H.R. Geiger style.
The trailers were amazing
inspiration
for Covenant because they show it jumping on the ship in the trailer right there with the comedian dude. I can't think of his name. Right
Danny
now.
McBride.
Danny McBride. That one scene in the trailer, and it's just like it's hunched, in like the dog position, and it's like, holy shit! I can't wait to watch this movie.
And then I watched the movie and left the theater. I had a buddy text me like, "Hey man, we're about to go see Alien Company. You want to go see?" I was like, "Too late. Walking down the theater now. Waste of fucking time." Like,
yeah,
I fucking hate it. The movie's gorgeous to look at, but oh my god, it ruins everything about Alien for me. Everything, like,
all of it. I own it.
yeah.
It ruins the mythos. I'm trying to remember what they called the astronaut looking people. It's in the first movie.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but like
in the chair, the engineers.
Space jockey is what I always refer to.
That was.
And I think that was the only tie that Prometheus was going to have, was it was going to show these engineers. So there was like this, it could be in the universe of Alien.
Which is cool. I was totally fine with that.
I would have been fine with that, but it was the studio going, well, if you're doing this movie, why not just make it Aliens? And from what I have understood, it was, if you want to make this movie, you have to put aliens in it. And it was like, oh, okay, fine.
Fine.
But
fine, I'll do it. I don't wanna, but I'm gonna.
I own them all. I mean, obviously, but I always just go back to the originals, and Aliens I've watched more than the first one. The first one is a mood movie. I got to be like sitting down.
The lights have got to be off. Yeah, that's not a hey. I can throw on Aliens whenever I can.
Yeah, I got to pay attention to Alien. I mean, I've got to sit down and watch it. Whereas Aliens, I could be cooking and laughing and watch this one.
Yeah,
it's
like, he's about to get ripped in half. Yeah, I love that part.
Oh, acid's about to spray on someone.
Bishop's about to crawl the pipe. No.
I do find it.
No.
I hate that scene. I hate that.
I don't know of any other duology, because there's only 2 movies in this franchise, as far as I'm concerned.
After we spent the last 10 minutes talking about all of the other entries,
I still think Resurrection's worth your time again, sir.
I have I saw 3 and I dropped it. I watched Prometheus and I'm like, I'm not going to see.
You haven't even seen Resurrection?
Nope, don't want to.
Like at all?
Oh no, you need to see Resurrection then. That's getting
on
the list.
That is on the list now, sir.
That's fine. I'll wait.
That is on the list.
I'll wait till it pops up.
It is such a 90s take on an Alien movie, but
I really think this is one of the few duologies that you could watch either one. You could watch the second one before you watch the first one.
Yeah.
And it explains everything perfectly in the beginning of the film. Whereas, okay, some real shit happened. I lost my entire crew to one of these things. That's it. You don't need to see the movie to enjoy this at all. You don't need to have like, we found out Darth Vader is my father. We
you don't need the prequel before you watch 4, 5, and 6.
Right. So
I have even seen movies that will do that kind of thing. Like, a bunch of shit has already happened. Yeah. Now we're going to get into what the movie's about.
Starship
I don't
Troopers.
need there you go.
Mm-hmm.
They've been at war with the bugs for however long, and all this stuff's happened. We get enough information to go, I get it. I know what we're doing.
This movie makes a really smart script decision too, of like, we're going to make this one take place 57 years after the fact. So now you've had enough time to forget about like, her team. You get enough time to kind of be like, well, no, we've had people living on that planet for the past 20 years and there hasn't been a peep of anything going bad. So it all works out in its favor that way. That way Ripley is completely detached from the society she knows. She even asked about her own daughter, and it's like, no, she passed away like
at
2 years ago.
Just
2 years before Ellen came back. Young, 66.
We're mostly going to be covering.
It was a very, very old 66-year-old person.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think 66 is
the first couple years were very hard without a mom, all right?
Okay, fair.
Pretty sure the picture they used was Sigourney Weaver's mom or grandmother.
Yeah.
Well, either one of those two. I can't remember which it is. So it's still family.
I'm just looking at that picture going, that woman's older than 66.
if anyone's never but seen this movie like once or twice, we're going to be talking mostly about the special edition, which is the director's cut. It's an additional 17 minutes in it. I was actually watching the theatrical cut this whole weekend on Max because I haven't bought the 4K yet. I'm waiting. I bought Cameron's other 4K movie that I've been waiting eons for.
Which one was
so I was
that?
like,
I don't even
get
remember
this
what
one.
that one was. Huh.
True Lies.
I've never heard of that movie. Does that mean we can do it, Nate?
You've never heard of True Lies?
It's a bit, damn it.
Oh, I was gonna say,
work with me here.
All right, you know what? The bits don't really work with Pete when it just admits that he hasn't seen Alien Resurrection. And on top of that, no, I literally texted him yesterday going, watching Starship Troopers. He goes, "Oh, I got to turn off Aliens. I didn't realize we're covering Starship Troopers." And I was like, "Pete, I'm watching this just for fun."
I have a bad habit of screwing up the schedule.
Wait a minute. He watched Starship Troopers, yet he was waiting till the last second watching Aliens tonight, delaying us?
Yes, a whole hour, but I'll have you know.
The audience doesn't need to know that.
They do now.
The audience
You're the
doesn't
one
need
that
to
let it
know
out.
that I was 45 minutes late today because
You
I
let
was
it-
too busy watching Aliens.
You let
Because
it out
yesterday I
there.
watched Starship Troopers.
Son of a bitch. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to be, but I watched the one on Max because it was the highest definition. Even as a theatrical cut, my God, that movie was gorgeous. I don't know what cut or what rip they're using on Max, but Jesus Christ.
If I
the
could
4K's better than that.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
If I could just say, I was watching it on Max at first, and I'm like, man, I really want to watch a director's cut. Found it on Amazon, which is in 4K. Night and day. These two, you could put them up on
That's saying
windows
something.
side by side. It was noticeably crisper, noticeably cleaner.
Like the 4K of this is no joke. It's insane. Now it
unbelievable.
does do where it does more of the cleanup instead of like film. That if I had to complain, that's really it. Where it
I
just
think that's the ADR thing they talk about.
maybe, which makes sense with Cameron, him being such a picture perfectionist, and that's why it took so long for these trio of movies to come out.
I would have been okay with that had they not said that he was using AI to help him with all of these. And I'm like, that sounds like he went lazy.
Could have been.
Yeah.
But
Or
I mean,
he's
the
using
movie itself
tools that
looks
work.
like
I don't know.
it was filmed yesterday, and it's insane of how well everything breathes and looks in this movie. Like
I'm looking forward to it, but my movie spending money is draining. So
no.
I had to make some cuts.
Oh,
And seeing as how I own like 3 versions of Aliens, I was like, I can wait.
that's the one part I'm like, thank God I never bought this.
And I haven't seen a steelbook yet, so it's like I kind of want to get a steelbook.
That's kind of where I was headed. If this is the first 4K release, there's gonna be a
it's only a matter
big,
of time.
A big dick version coming out sometime soon.
Honestly, True Lies is probably going to get a steelbook, and I may buy it a second time. I don't know.
You know
Just
you
'cause-
are. You know
I
you
know because
will.
I just bought Mad Max Fury Road steelbook the other day. So that's fine.
Yeah, it's all sold out around me.
I have almost every version of that movie now, so it's totally fine. We like movies here. What can we say?
What can we say?
No,
Go
Aliens.
for it.
So yeah, the director's cut where it adds additional time, and then you
Which-
find out about Ripley's daughter, which I like.
I
'cause
like that. I like
I
the sentry
agree.
gun stuff.
The sentry gun. I like the little bit about Newt. So there are some things that I was also, when I finally saw the director's cut, going, wow, once you know this, it's kind of like, why did you cut it? Because the daughter thing, I agree with Sigourney Weaver. She was really upset that it got cut because it completes her mother cycle.
Yep. That's
in
why
the
she was so
movie.
desperate to get Newt back
To
at
save
the end.
Newt.
Yeah.
It was
It
So I
really
was like-
drives that home.
Mm-hmm.
the fact she just lost her daughter that close to being found. And then to find out that Newt's parents are the ones that got sent out to find the ship because of Ripley being debriefed, and Paul Reiser sent them out there.
Yes.
So there's a more direct line of Paul when they say in the theatrical cut, you sent them, you knew about this, and you still sent them, and you're like,
huh?
Did he know before you came out of the ice? What? I don't understand the context. Watch the theatrical cut and you're like, oh shit, he literally called LV-426 and was like, "Hey,
There's
go to
salvage.
this heading
Yep.
and tell me what's out there." And he sent Newt's family, which is Timmy and the mom and
Mhm,
dad, that we actually get to see them die. Which I don't know. I like the reveal of
See,
Newt.
I'm 50-50 on it because like I like the first reveal in the theatrical cut of Newt because that really is like the sign of, oh my God, they're walking around, this colonist society, and it's like, well, they packed up over here, they blocked this store, and
Okay.
it's just like
Sure.
it really paints a picture of how
Yeah.
fucking horrific it got, and to have this little girl be the one that survived.
She's in shock. We
and
get
then
revealed about her
as the
family
audience,
slowly.
you're trying to
Yeah.
piece it all together. The director's cut does take that away by revealing her family was there and her dad was
Yeah,
the
but
one that
if
got
you
hit
had-
with the face hugger.
If you had never seen this movie before, you would not. That would not spoil
No,
Newt's
it's because
a Newt's appearance later.
it's a unique situation we're in when we get director's cuts 20 some odd years later.
Yeah.
That now we can go, oh, which one do I actually like
Yeah.
better than this now?
Now on the 4K, there's like a little snippet of James Cameron talking before the movie plays, and he's like, "This is my complete version."
This is
Because
it. I'm done.
back then,
No more tweaking.
he's like, people were, not wanting a movie to go past 2 hours, but he's
That
like,
was-
I feel that this is the complete version of Aliens the way it was meant to be seen. So he backs the special edition one.
So because I haven't watched the 4K yet, I know there's a scene that was filmed, but no one has ever seen it before, but it was in a deleted.
Not the when
extra.
Burke grabs the
It's,
grenade.
they didn't
That's
add
that's
Burke
not in there.
back in the 4K.
No.
No.
Damn.
No.
Damn.
No.
Because I kind of like that when I saw that
Mhm.
deleted cut
I've
on
seen
the
that
Blu-ray. I was like,
scene.
yeah, there used to only be a picture of him cocooned,
Oh,
and that's
I'm pretty
what
sure
like
there's a whole
everyone.
scene. It was filmed.
Well, not before it was put on the Blu-ray. There was
Oh.
only a picture available. Then the Blu-ray added that scene because I was like, I remember this scene. It's not in here. And then I read that it was just a bonus thing.
Mhm.
I was like, damn, I wonder if they decided to finally just go ahead and add that into the 4K, but I guess not.
Well, it's funny when we saw Alien, because like you watch these versions, different versions, and they kind of like bleed
Yeah.
in with one another. And we walk out. I was like, I could have sworn that the alien cocooned a couple of the people. I was like, why do I so vividly remember that in this first one? I was like, oh, it was the director's cut. We didn't see the director's cut tonight. Like, I was like, that makes so much more sense because I think the last time I'd watched it was that version. So,
I
like,
think you're right. I think they did cocoon two people.
It's two of them because they say the "kill me" line that kind of runs throughout the franchise.
Oh, yeah. Because that's kind of the impact you get when they walk into, was it Hope is the settlement? Colony Hope?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. That when they finally find like the nest, there's the two people that are cocooned and then the one girl who's still somewhat alive. And then we get our new sequel chest burster scene. And I don't know. There's things I like about this one that I feel like is a natural progression because when you watch the first one, the alien is an unstoppable creature because of the setting
It's
they're
the
in.
perfect specimen because of the setting they're in.
Because the
that's
setting-
why
they
I've
don't
always been
have-
like, well, the moment that you've got your machine gun, not so perfect now,
Right.
are we, huh,
They
Xenomorph?
didn't have guns. They had to piece together those.
Yeah, they
those
improvise
blowtorches,
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Flamethrower.
that's yeah, but
Yeah, whatever.
but that's kind of the take. And then I've heard people bitch like, oh, they're so easy to kill. Yeah, with pulse rifles.
Well, sure.
and,
Yeah.
you know,
A lot of
versions of
things are easy
Gatling
to kill with a
guns.
pulse
10mm round.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, grenades, a shotgun because I like
so
to get
at
up
the
and
end,
close with my
Vasquez
kills.
pulls out a handgun and shoots the alien in the head till the magazine empties, and it's still scratching at her, whipping
it's
his
still
tail
going.
at her.
Oh, I
So,
love though,
yes,
like
they're hard to kill.
they're hard to kill, but the way that they look almost like angelic, like the way that they will float, like one of my favorite reveals in the entire franchise is when they're finally in the entire hub. Not hell has not broke loose yet.
Right.
And then you see the one that's camouflaged into the
you
wall
look right
and
at
its
it.
tail.
It's center picture. It's right there. And the gal looks right at it, flashes her flashlight on it, turns the other direction, and it moves.
But then, like, after it grabs her, it's the way it looks like it's levitating as it's going up. Or like when they're in those ventilation shafts, the way they look like they're kind of not exactly touching the ground. There's something so creepy
because
about them.
They weren't.
Yeah, and it's because of the special effects, but like it works so well.
They're filming up a vertical shaft, dropping suit actors straight down. So yeah, they're gonna look like they're floating. It's reverse Batman 66.
But it's so creepy looking. It works in their favor.
It works. It makes them feel lighter and more agile.
Yeah.
So
very fast.
strong.
And the first one is the suit actor. Can't think of his name right now, but he
7 feet
was
tall,
the Predator.
African-American.
He was
Harry and the Henderson.
in Harry and the Hendersons. He's actually the helicopter pilot in Predator because they felt bad you never got to see his face.
Oh, that was
so
nice.
They let him be that.
So they fit him in a helicopter.
It's a very big helicopter.
Remove the floor, probably.
But the difference with this one is that they were like, well, we can't go get, like 27-foot tall people that we don't have an NBA budget. So they went and got like 6-foot tall people. And I think they said they had multiple suits, but there was like 6 main fully put together suits. And they just did clever editing and special tricks and stuff. But they feel more agile. They feel evolved almost like, oh, now now we see them in their element where they're all together. They're like a hive mind almost.
Yeah, they have a queen, and so the first alien was, what'd she say, 24 hours old, and it was already a fully grown creature.
Fully grown.
But these things have been around for, I would guess, months,
couple weeks.
I think I'm going
to get
weeks
out there.
because
Once they freeze them and get them out there, that has got to take a couple of months, don't you think?
You know what? He's right. They did freeze them to get them out there. So it's probably
that
but Newt wasn't very old either.
Yeah.
So
So let's say a couple of months.
We may have just found an inconsistency in this storyline.
Anyway, but they had made.
She's laid a lot of eggs in the meantime.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got a problem with that too later on.
You have a problem with how many eggs?
You have a problem with the legs?
You can lay
That's how Slurm gets made.
Shut up. You can lay as many eggs as you want, but if you don't have enough hosts, you can only have a limited colony.
Right, but this is where they are still animals. So it doesn't matter that they don't know how many people are there. She has found food for now, which means let's just keep laying
Let's produce
eggs.
the babies,
And just like in Well, I was going to say, just like in the very first Alien, when they go on the ship, there's all those eggs.
Yeah.
They're in stasis until something
large
provokes it. Yeah,
that can host it. Comes
yeah.
out.
One of the things with I guess you could say the mythology or what they're supposed to be like is kind of like Locust, where it's like they would come out, survive for a couple days, and basically die. Like ideally,
but
that first, like the thing is, the egg itself is much more. I guess it has longevity with its life cycle.
It's in hibernation. It probably slows down to almost no, and that's what they've touched on in like Prometheus and all those other ones. Like they, instead of it being face huggers, it was the goo that's dancing on the end of what's his name's finger, David. So that's how they've kind of changed it up. But now it's the face hugger because it's only really been eating humanoids.
And we know that there's 157 colonists. So 156 die technically because Newt's the only survivor. So that does leave it to where you have potentially 156 xenomorphs. And one of the things that I've always think is creepy about them is you just happen to go upon their nest. You happen to come across their land because a xenomorph is not going to fly a spaceship to get to Earth. That would be the dumbest thing on the planet. It would look stupid. They are just a creature of where they're at.
They're not dumb, but they're not intelligent? Question mark.
Well, it's one of those things like a shark. Shark's not going to get you unless you happen to go into the ocean.
Velociraptor.
They're not sentient. I guess is the right word, where you're self-aware of everything going on, which is what why they had to kind of add the engineers is who started all this shit. That's who got the ball rolling with these things taking over. And
To me, they're 10 times scarier just being a thing that happens to exist.
I agree. I never needed to know where they came from.
The moment I learned where they came from, I was pissed.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually okay with knowing that something else created them, and it was just that dude sitting in that chair in the first movie. Like, I didn't need any backstory to that whatsoever. But I also love how adamant Sigourney Weaver is about just one of these fuckers
Just destroy
gets
it.
loose. And it's like all this shit you care about. Then she picks up the handful of papers. It's gone. It's just fucking gone. I was like, I love all of that. Her
It's like
intensity.
a little
in that whole
precursor
thing.
to what
Yeah.
Sarah Connor's going to be in T2.
Yeah.
Right?
She understands this is
Cameron.
an agent of chaos that cannot be controlled. It can't be tamed. And she's looking at these corporate folks. This is common throughout all of these comics and books. She knows they want to weaponize this thing, and she
100%.
knows in her heart of hearts that you will never be able to tame it well enough. And actually, it's in the comics they put some sort of inhibitor on them somewhere. Ooh, I forget what that was.
I don't remember.
Eventually, it stopped working. So,
Which is the nature of how things
yeah,
go. Is eventually it's going to stop working.
Play with fire, you're gonna get burned, son.
Yeah, and that's kind of the lesson in all of these movies is you just don't know what you're dealing with. Let's see, number 3 has such a great lean into that with the doctors that are
it's very
teasing
much
that one.
it's like it's a religious film is what it is. It's really
Yeah.
it has a
Well,
lot
number
to say
3
about religion.
number 3 tried to go back to Alien.
Yeah.
To bring it back to one alien
Well, that's the
terrorizing.
No one should be able to follow up James Cameron. It's been proven with 2 different franchises between this and Terminator now, where it's just like, look, man, the way this movie ends is like open and close case. Like, that's it.
And it's so funny that not a lot of people had a lot of faith in him taking over a franchise that's not his. You know,
Well, he was still very young. Like, he had Terminator underneath his belt.
He only had Terminator, and that I laugh every time I hear it, but they're not wrong, is they consider Terminator an independent movie. And I'm like, God, motherfucker, it is.
It is.
It really is.
It's really strange, but yeah.
And it's one of the biggest franchises, dominating presences in cinema. And then he's like, all right, I want to take on Aliens. And people are like, no, there's no way you can do this. And only a handful of the studio people were like, okay, let's see what you got. You know,
This movie adds so much to that lore, like having these space marines, their outfits, the weapons they use, the way they go in. And I love that's like, you guys aren't even supposed to use your weapons once you get in there because they realize, hey, this whole thing is basically a thermonuclear reactor. Like,
right.
If something goes wrong, it's bye-bye for everything.
They don't realize that till they're already down there, though. It wasn't like,
and even
that wasn't the plan.
The Marines didn't know.
Right.
It was everyone in the comms going,
oh,
it's like, and I think that was more for them to lay into the ineptness of the Lieutenant Gorman, because all he says is, Apone, collect everyone's weapons, do not fire your weapons. He doesn't go, because if you do, the fucking nuke is gonna explode. Because I feel like
he
the
doesn't
Marines
explain it
would
to
have
them.
like,
when you're a Marine, you follow orders, period. And
right.
That's
but,
it. You just follow orders.
But these are also ragtag Marines that, Vasquez and Drake.
They're expendable.
Because you can't take their bullets away. You can take their safety clip away, which is what activates everything. And who wouldn't have a backup? And that's what I love about Vasquez and Drake. Yeah, it's like, I lost one. Here's another. Let's put those in. But it leads into how Gorman doesn't give them all the information they need. Even stuff that Paul Reiser's holding from people, it's just, he has no idea what he's doing. And it's very clear. But if you'd have just been like, Apone, you're sergeant, you're in a nuclear reactor, do not fire your weapons. That's why. Now give the order to your men. And when Hudson or Hicks goes, "The fuck, Sarge," and they go, "Do you want to glow at night? Because I sure as fuck don't. Give me your bullets." That's what it would have took. That's how.
Yeah,
that's how you.
that's
you'd
all.
be like,
100%.
you don't need it. Yeah, but you're right, Pete. Follow orders. Do what I said. Blindly lead. Go. I also find it funny that no one's weirded out when anyone says alien or bug hunt. What else is out there?
Oh yeah, because it was one
pretty
of those
sure.
things where it's like, oh, she saw an alien and went whoop-de-fucking-do.
Right. And they go, "Is this just another bug hunt, Sarge?"
Another bug hunt. So
Another.
They have encountered, and even at the tribunal at the very beginning, there was a mention of in X amount of worlds that have been explored, we have never encountered something like this. Not
like
we haven't
anything.
encountered anything, but like
Right.
this. And
this is the
this is a
year
much bigger universe.
2179.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
2156.
Oh,
2156.
But
Damn
the
it,
point
Nick,
is,
why'd you
it's,
have to put a name on it?
it's 21 something, so it's like we're just
Yeah,
far enough in the
120
future
years
that
away. Mhm.
we have been, exploring space and its outer reaches and have came across, some type of life form. But clearly, we have not had any issues before.
Or
Not
if we've
to
had
this
issues,
level,
we could
yeah.
get out
Yeah,
Dodge.
nothing that we couldn't shoot our way out of, if you get me right. USA, USA. Hey!
Is there oil there?
Yeah.
Let's give it a big dose of freedom.
Hey, can you burn these dead animals just as good as you can burn dinosaurs?
That's right. The old
We're
Nostromo-
liberating you.
The Nostromo was a diesel gal. That's how she ran out in space. Oh my god, that was good. I like that one a lot. I thought the date was a lot closer on the notes here, but I'm scrolling.
Whoops.
Well, all right. Oh, I found it. The film takes place in 2179.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Yep. I knew there was a 2, 1, and a 9 in it. I couldn't know. I think it was where I was getting the 57 years for Sigourney Weaver.
Mhm.
Yeah. But when they finally get to realize what they're going against, and it's like all hell breaks loose completely. One dude accidentally gets caught on fire,
Yeah.
Yeah.
falls to his death. The bag of ammunition and grenades catches on fire. And they are swarmed. Like you can't see. It's
goes
kind of got that
from-
like little fogginess to it.
It goes from
And I
zero to
love-
chaos in 4
I
people
love
die
that-
in the first 2 seconds of that encounter.
You're right.
Yeah, it's I used to know it was like I know one of them's Frost. He was
That's
the one that had all the weapons.
That's the guy with the 8-pack at the very beginning.
Yeah, he had the clips and everything.
The other
Drake was
the
one of them,
third
right?
Woman.
No, Drake
was a little
is
later
one.
on.
Drake's with Vasquez.
Okay.
There was a woman. The woman was the first one to die, or the first one to
Dietrich.
get. Yeah, Clark.
I can't remember if it was Dietrich is her or the
Dietrich.
pilot because there's a woman pilot
Yes.
on the drop ship.
Including Ripley. There are 4 women on this mission.
Okay, Corporal Farrow is the pilot. Spunkmeyer, I
Spunkmeyer
think,
was her-
dies at the beginning.
No, Spunkmeyer's on the
Dietrich is-
plane. He's on the dropship.
Oh, that's right. He's the nerdy looking dude
Yeah.
on the drop. Dietrich is the other girl.
Mm.
She dies. Crow, Wierzbowski, which is a
okay.
weird last name.
Not
They
if
are
you're
the
from
ones
Eastern
that
Europe.
I guess not. I'm not. So, but they were the ones that got off, and I always found that a little weird because they're not any of my toys. I have Apone.
Mhm.
I have Drake.
Mhm.
Maybe they never sold their character rights.
It could be
Maybe.
that, but that
It seems
sounds
silly,
weird.
but yeah.
Yeah, I've
That
got
could be it,
Hudson.
though.
That
I've
is
got
kind of weird not to get
Hicks.
the whole set. Dead or not.
Yeah,
Was Vasquez
think-
got a toy, didn't she?
actually, I'm thinking Vasquez. She may not be one of my sealed ones. I may have Vasquez loose.
So she's always been my favorite character. God, I just
yeah. So
Oh, she's
but
so
there's-
badass.
so
I love,
badass.
I love Vasquez. Love Vasquez.
When they are like prepping up with their guns and like just the fluid motions of having that attached to your hip. Yeah.
it's all steady cam.
Steadicam.
For filming. They
Oh, is that what
made
they
those
used?
That's what they
for what
used,
that
yeah.
is.
Nice.
Yep. And then I was reading that originally everything was like Velcroed on, but the Velcro, because of how much it weighed, kept giving up. So they duct taped all the stuff onto them. So Drake and Vasquez couldn't get out of that rig easily.
jeez.
So most of the
They
time
couldn't
they
go
had to
pee.
stay in it.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much you couldn't go pee. You always had to be wearing it. They let everyone customize all their own armor.
that was a fun
So
trivia,
all the
yeah.
little shit and stuff on it is all from them, which I love.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Like what they're
Yeah,
got
there was
written
a-
on their
there was
helmets
a really
and stuff.
Cool breakdown on YouTube somewhere where they was like, okay, so this is what Apone's got on his stuff, and here's what Hicks has on his.
Yeah,
his stuff.
Vasquez had something preparedness benefits, or
Mhm.
so victory benefits the prepared, but it's in Spanish on her back. And apparently, I didn't even know this. They were filming next to Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket was being filmed
Oh,
at the
really?
exact same time, and they
Interesting.
would actually go and have lunch.
Because Apone
with-
is the legit Marine, wasn't he?
Apone
A-
was
Apone, I'm
the
sorry.
first African American to make sergeant
Wow.
in Vietnam.
Oh wow.
And it was funny they mentioned that because you also had Gunny in Full Metal Jacket, who was a legitimate drill sergeant
Mhm.
Marine. So you had two movies going at the same time with two actors that were both actual Marine sergeants playing that role in a movie, which I always thought was fantastic. And that's why Apone he feels natural in it.
'Cause
Like
Oh, he
he's been
does. The
doing it-
moment he comes out of the frozen sleep,
he had a
it's just
cigar
like
in
he's
his
on.
bed.
He got the cigar. He's in his
Yeah.
undies.
What a
Yeah.
badass.
My
Oh,
feet are freezing, Sarge. You want me to get you slippers for you?
would you
Could you, Sarge?
look into my eye? Oh,
And that's just the weirdest line to say to someone,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
does.
scary as shit.
Well, I thought maybe he was an alien at first, and that's when you go, "Oh wait, no, Bishop is the alien,
Well,
or
you're
not the
thinking-
alien, the robot, the robot."
The android. That's what
artificial
you're
Yeah.
person.
But I would have understood like had he had a patch, and if he was like Nick Fury running around like look into my eye. Nope, motherfucker got two eyes.
Nope,
He's just like
just
look
look into
into
that
my
one."
eye.
Well, he was flipping them
Cool.
off. You
I-
did see that.
I will look wherever you tell me to, Sarge. That is all I can say. All right, boys. I think it's time we hit a quick commercial break. We've been
Cool.
going pretty good. What is us and long episodes lately?
Well, this was aliens. I knew it going in.
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah, I was like, "Come on now."
Yeah, Nate's like, I'm even going to be 45 minutes late just to throw everything off.
Exactly.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Hi, everybody. I'm Josh. And I'm Brett. If you're looking for a different horror podcast, one that stands out from the rest, well, don't look here. Absolutely not. Every week we talk about our favorite horror movies and some of our favorite aspects of those horror movies. So that's something that interests you? Check us out. The only thing that sets us apart is that it's us. So if you like the sound of our voices, check us out at the Evil Desk Podcast, wherever it is that you find podcasts.
They're unstoppable! But we've got to give it our best shot! Thunder the Marines! We're the Space Marines. Drake, Ripley, Apone, Bishop, and I'm Hicks. Armed with the latest high-tech heavy metal. Queen alien breathing down your back? I blast her with the bug rocker. Button heads with a bull alien? Ripley frags him with the turbo torch. Alien invasion problem? Send in the Marines! Space Marine figures and alien figures, each sold separately.
Sharks of the Corn? Virus Shark? Cocaine Shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
Now, back to G.I. Joe.
So yeah, obviously I played the toy commercial.
I mean, the
it-
commercial's on. Then we're all looking at our alien stuff, and then I looked at the back of the VHS of Alien 3. It's like the terrifying final chapter. It's like, ha! You lied. You didn't know. We knew.
You didn't know we were cloning. I can't even say it because Pete hadn't seen the movie yet. Damn
Yeah,
it.
I know, right? So
Damn it! No, I actually pulled one of my carded figures off the wall. No Vasquez.
Wow. Is this
No
is
Vas-
the early 90s though these toys came out, right? These weren't
Yeah, these are
these
the
weren't
Kenner-
80s toys. These were 90s.
Well, that's the
toys.
thing. I always remember with those
92.
toys, it was a bunch of people that like didn't look familiar at all. And I know they had the Alien versus Predator toy line that came out
Yeah.
too, and
that
that's
came out
got
a little bit after.
so many different aliens themselves and different predators.
Yeah,
because
Well, yeah,
you know
they-
that's
yeah,
just a toy pumping machine at that point.
I think
it was glow in the dark predators. They would launch
Yeah.
missiles. This one
Yeah.
is you had Ripley, Corporal Hicks, Sergeant Apone, Drake, Bishop, and some dude named Atax in a fake alien biomech armor.
Nope, that didn't.
And I'm like, who is Atax? Why you had all these Marines?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you put Frost in it?
oh,
Then you
he's
have
African American. You can't do that in the 90s. I'm
Yeah.
Sergeant Apone is on here,
Oh,
sir.
sorry.
Oh, you're allowed
Yeah.
one in the 90s.
Oh, one is what you get.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the racism's very strong in the 90s
You're not
with the
wrong.
toy making.
It's probably why there's only
Alien
one woman
Queen.
in the line.
Yeah.
Gorilla Alien, Scorpion Alien, Bull Alien.
I think Alien 3, when the alien burst out the dog and became a
a
dog
different
alien,
species of alien.
that's what
yeah.
opened up this whole. And the comics covered it a little bit too. If there were rhino or large beasts.
Well, yeah,
sort of-
because like the DNA splices with whatever its host is,
Right.
which I
Yeah.
always think is really
Right,
cool.
I
And
think
that's
where
where,
you take on the
for the most part, you get nothing but humanoid aliens in
well,
the first
the
two.
humanoid body is something that works on planet Earth. If they're on another planet, maybe the
Yeah, they're
human
taking
body
the
wouldn't work on that other planet. As
It's how
That's why you
they're-
get
they're-
as
the
something
Predalien.
indigenous.
Yeah, that's why they're like the perfect invasive species. It takes
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
attributes of the indigenous, whatever it is they're killing. But
And
what I
it's-
think it is too with this toy line, because it came out in '92. I think they pulled a lot from the comics too, going,
Mm.
oh, there's comics, so we can actually be like, oh, there's all this other stuff.
That would make so much sense too.
Yeah, so there's a lot. And then they did what is that one? Hive Wars was the next line they did of the aliens, and
Oh, I don't remember that.
I got Corporal Hicks from that line sitting over there.
But so much of this was just to make money on, because back then it wasn't really caring about what we would call canon these days.
Yeah.
It was just how
No.
much more can you pump out?
Yeah. Can we make action figures and will kids watch it? And
Yeah.
do we need a Saturday morning cartoon? Because we're not going to be able to make this animated. And they're like, nah, we don't. Just put it out there. Kids will buy it. These were like everywhere if you ever went to like a KB or
Oh.
a Toys
Oh,
R Us.
dude, yeah.
All
It
the
was-
stores had them.
The
You
pegs
could- they
were
made
full.
so many that you
Meyer.
can still find them unopened at like flea markets and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that's how I got half of my collection was unopened ones. The packaging isn't great, and the thing is,
No.
I have almost everything that's in a package loose too. So I was like,
That's the best way
I'll
to
just
go.
leave these in package, and then
yeah,
I've
you
got
don't need
ones
to
I can
open
actually play with. I actually bought a second Ripley, and I could only get it packaged because I needed one to go on my loose power loader. And I was like, which one has the better package?
Yeah.
This one. And then I get real bad about this, and I go, damn it, the packages are slightly different. There's variations in the
Oh,
printing
no.
runs. And so I'm like, which one? Damn it, I'm just going to open this one. You just grab the bubble and rip it and just get it over with fast. But that's,
ripping off
I
a
have that
Band-Aid.
fighting I have her fighting the giant purple queen alien that Walmart released.
Oh,
And
very
it was
cool.
like $20, but it looks like the alien. It's just purple. I was
That's
like, I
awesome.
don't care. So I have it where the power loader is grabbing one of the arms, and the little tiny arms are like trying to grab the power loader. I was like, I like aliens.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
think
go ahead.
this movie, like how it deals with the action, everything's memorable because of how much space is in between each action segment. I think that's one of the things that kind of surprised me with rewatching this was there's so much time that you are spent with these characters, caring about them. Newt, for example, is just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, she yells at Hudson, Ripley does, of like, this little girl was able to survive weeks alone without guns, without training. Maybe you should put her in charge. Like,
She's sitting there with one of the Marine helmets on, salutes them.
Yep.
Affirmative.
But I love that after they get their ass kicked, and it's got one of my favorite scenes where like they're getting the door shut, and then the xenomorph pops through and like has its
Oh,
hands trying to keep it
yes.
open. Oh, dude, it's so badass. And you finally get the payoff with that shotgun in the mouth. But also, there is damage control here, people. You
Yeah.
got to be aware of the acid blood.
Acid blood. I mean,
Like,
and for a split second, as an audience member, you're forgetting that aspect.
oh,
of
yeah,
it.
definitely, because
we all
everything's
would've
happening
put
so
that
fast.
shotgun in that monster's mouth because I'm gonna blow its head
100%.
off.
They've probably done it 100 times to other bug hunt missions.
I know they have acid blood, and I'd still put the shotgun in its
Yeah.
mouth. I'm not getting 8. That's it. I ain't getting 8. Period. That's not happening.
But then they all come together like, all right, nuke it. Like,
I love
we're
that whole
we're
scene.
all in agreement. We're gonna nuke it. Paul Reiser, Burke is the only douchebag. He's all like, corporation money. Wayland doesn't want this.
You're
But I
not
love
in
that.
charge, Ripley. Yeah, well, I know who is.
Yep.
And he's been giving me bedroom eyes this entire movie.
He has, hasn't he?
What do you think, Hicks? He goes, I think we nuke it from
It's the
orbit. I'm
only
like,
way we're
yeah.
gonna cure.
And then just an amount of oh shit moments that happen
Well,
to
it's like
cause them to stay.
the plane goes to get them, and of course there's a xenomorph on it. But I love the realization of that pilot and reaching for her handgun,
Yep,
and
the
then all you
sidearm.
do is just see a bunch of blood just spray
Just pops
all
on
over the
head.
cockpit.
Her head pops.
Yeah,
And I love how Cameron does these shots. We've seen it in
dude.
Terminator,
Yep.
but watching that jump ship like crash and hover,
The way it
and
does the miniatures with the people.
it's glorious. And then for a moment, you watch it crash. You're not even thinking that it crashed into the nuclear reactor, and that leads them into being able to have the next reveal
Mhm.
of
The
Bishop looking out the window, going,
Oh,
"There, wait a minute, wait a second, there it is again. What is that? It's venting. Oh shit, it's about to explode. Yeah, that's fucking great." And then it's not the now 17 days before they would be reported missing. They have now cut that because they're barricading this entire time. They're like, gather food, supplies, weld the door shut, get in here, let's huddle down, hunker down. 17 days, back up. We now have 4 hours. 4 hours from 17 days. And God, that
it's
just
no longer
light
a
speeds this
siege.
movie.
It's an escape.
Yes.
Yeah. It's an escape of like, and also like they even map it out with Bishop of like how long is it going to take you to crawl in the tunnel? He's like 40 minutes, and it's going to take me, an hour to prep up the ship, then another 50 minutes of doing something else. Like he's
He
got it all
had,
mapped
like-
out, and
yeah,
they're
it
like,
was, like,
it's going to be
15
a close one.
It was like 15 minutes to spare
Mhm.
just to get
Yes.
out of the blast radius, I think is what the math came out to.
Yeah.
God, I still hate that scene.
He's the only logical one that makes sense to go there when they're even voting for it. I'm like, he's the one that doesn't need air. Like,
Well, he doesn't need air. He's the smallest of everyone, that not counting Newt, but Newt
Mhm.
obviously wouldn't be able to do any of the stuff. But they close him in a fucking pipe. Charlie no likey that. Okay.
and then they weld it
They
shut.
weld it closed. Weld it closed.
Because there are aliens.
Assholes!
In, it. It could be. In the
I love they hand him the gun. He looks
just
at
looks at it.
It's a bad gun.
Yes, get rid of
It's
this.
like, this ain't gonna do shit. I am a dead milk container if an alien is in
I
here.
remember.
And
I
that's
know what I am.
I remember a scene in the novelization that always creeped me the hell out. Like a lot of this, since I read the book before I saw the movie, there were a lot of these pieces that I already had in place, like Newt's parents and Ripley's daughter. These things were in the book. So
Yeah.
when I saw the theatrical release, they just weren't there, and it just didn't bug me at the time. But there was one scene after Bishop gets in the pipe, he starts traveling, and there's a portion where there's an open part of the pipe is open, and an alien sticks his head in the pipe and looks straight at Bishop, and Bishop just stops, and they just have this stare off, and then the alien just moves away, and Bishop has this inner monologue and says to himself, well, they must, since I'm not organic,
I was gonna say, is it because he's not organic? They don't
it's
sense him.
possible that they don't, I'm not a threat, or I'm not a viable host, so they're just going to ignore.
Well, they don't
me.
have eyeballs, which is something you don't really think about a whole lot when you think about the way the aliens are.
But I love that about them, like the way their dome is shaped and like that skull that you can kind of see, like
which is
really well
only,
in the figures.
in the first movie, and then the first figure. Which again, we were given kids toys in the 70s based on R-rated horror movie.
20-inch perfect
It was
replica
huge.
of like 18 or 20-inch perfect replica of the original alien creature.
I never owned it, but I have seen one.
I've seen it.
in person.
Yeah, I would love to have one.
Yeah, they're
it's gorgeous.
absolutely
They're stupid pricey.
Yeah, they're stupid.
That's why we have
Real
Kenner because they were cheap.
Yeah,
but I kind of like that. But what obviously, Pete, whenever they do the novelization, they get like sometimes even the first cut of a script, so they get a lot of shit that never was even probably thought about to be planned into the movie. And they'll put it in the novelization. But I don't know. I kind of feel like that would have been a cool scene, you know, just or not even so much let an alien look at him and have a stare down, but an open piece of pipe and just like aliens scurrying over top, and you see like shadows or the whip of a tail come across and just make him have to stop for a few seconds.
There still would have been plenty of tension there.
It would have added to it.
I think one of the most intense scenes is the facehugger scene with Ripley.
I was going to bring that up, dude.
Oh my God, dude. It's so well done.
It brings back part one. It brings back that isolation, something you're not prepared for. And we've not really dealt with a facehugger yet. We got the one that got on John Hurt in the first movie.
But we've never really seen them like crawl, how fast they are, how they jump.
God,
which I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. Just to sidetrack slightly, they made like actual prosthetic like RC cars for the new movie.
Yeah, I've seen them.
So like the practical effects of these face huggers when you're gonna see them, like, oh dude, the video is so creepy of the behind the scenes. But
one of them in this scene is animatronic and could walk. The one Ripley fights. They actually did all of it. It's an.
I even love the dialogue though in this, where Newt's like, "I'm scared," and Ripley's like, "I am too," because she knows what this thing can do.
Well, she knows what it can do. There's a second where you're like, yeah, I was gonna say it's like you forgot about the second one.
Yeah, totally forgot about it.
The way Newt like catches its tail, but it's like right at her.
Oh, she gets feral there. When she sees it,
she's a survivor
and goes, "Rah!" and
love that. I love that. That's
tail,
that's like a Newt like hero moment right there, and I love that where she does that. You got the one that has finally got its like tail around Ripley, and she's holding it off, and then the Marines come. You got Hicks and Hudson. Like when Hicks starts running, and he just yells at Hudson, "Shoot!" Shoots that glass so he can jump through it. Grabs the one on there, and then Hudson is like trying to figure out what's going on. And
the boot.
Oh, good. I love it. It's so good. Because he's trying to like process it, and Newt goes, "Help me." And he just turns and goes on mission. He slams that table in, and it would have cut the tail off as hard. And he just full on empties into that stupid thing like for a while.
He shoots a lot where the other one that Vasquez shoots like is like instantly dead.
She does like
you could tell who's the better aim of the two.
Paxton wasn't risking it getting away. That's all there is to it. But God, if there is a like favorite scene or moment, it's that one right there. Obviously the end, but everything about this,
about that boot is so badass. Yeah, the isolation, the rain, or not the rain, but the water pouring in on them from the sprinkler system.
That brings me, it's like they set it up so well because Ripley's been smoking throughout the entire movie here and there, and why else would she have a lighter in her pocket?
Why was she?
If she hadn't been a smoker, would have made no sense. If she had a lighter in her pocket in space,
she would have had to like fumble around the lab and found like a butane torch thing or something.
There's so many payoffs in the writing.
There's
even the power lifter, you know, like the power loader. Like it's like she knows how to use it. So that is like 17 minutes into the movie.
She had to go learn that. I mean, when they fired her for being a pilot, for being
Yeah, she had to
crazy.
go get a
She had to
job
go
because
get
she's just
a
tossed
job.
right back into
Mhm.
this world she doesn't know.
And then she demonstrates
So-
it to the guys, and
I love it.
then we get to the
I
end.
love the look on
Oh yeah,
Apo's face
A-
when he's like,
Apo and Hudson are both.
Docking Bay 4 or 6 or whatever
Yeah.
it is he says right over there, carrying missiles. I love it. I also love the jump ship when it drops like all its wings
Uh-huh.
and then fucking 50 missiles loaded. Like they've blown some shit up. They went
doesn't want a
prepared.
prequel with just this crew.
I know, right?
Love to
And
have
that's the
seen
thing. Like, if you were to ever make a side movie or not a
a
prequel,
colonial marine
Yeah.
movie.
exactly. Like, show me what these guys are capable of doing against something else within this.
Yeah, it doesn't need to
universe,
be
I
a
guess.
xenomorph. Maybe let the
No.
xenomorph be the stinger at the end. I was gonna say they did a series of comics, but they kept it tied to the xenomorphs, I think.
Yeah, I
in
got all 4 of them.
but I just wanted to know more. I like that I was reading that Cameron filmed this not in linear fashion, but he saved the camaraderie at the beginning with them to be filmed last so that
That
they've
was
been
neat.
working
Mhm.
together for months. And then now they feel like this tight unit when they're all like
Nice.
busting each other's chops and, picking at each other.
That's
I was like,
clever. I
Yeah,
like
it
that.
was a
Word-
real
yeah.
good touch, and you could
It
tell
felt
not a lot of that
natural.
was scripted. They were probably
Oh.
downbeats, but the rest of it was
Yeah.
was.
I
was
love
scripted
though
well.
when you start to see them getting pieced off. Like, my favorite scene is still when they weld up the door and then they're looking at the tracker going 10 meters, 9
Oh,
meters.
it's
like,
so.
this
you're-
is impossible. They're
You're on
in the
the
room.
edge of your
They're
seat,
in the
white
room.
Knuckles. They're in the room. They're all around.
And then
us. Oh my god.
that reveal of them just slowly crawling in the ducts. But you also have the realization they were welding that door shut. So now they just got rid of their exit
Mhm.
by total mistake. And then how many just start falling through the ceiling? Hudson getting pulled under. It's like, you don't want to see him go as much as he's complaining stuff.
No,
like,
he's lovable in this movie.
Yeah.
You've grown attached to him, and now he's gone. Like,
Yeah.
holy
It's
shit,
just that fast.
gone. Yeah,
this is what leads to Vasquez and is it Gunmer?
Gorman.
Gorman? Like,
No,
them crawling in the
that's
ventilation
Gummer's
shaft.
franchise. Gummer is the
Yeah,
Gummer's
yeah,
franchise.
yeah. You're right. You're right.
He'd have had an elephant gun
Oh my
and
God.
blown away 2 or 3 of them at a
I
go.
don't see what the big deal was.
Broke into the wrong goddamn rec room, didn't you? The third entry would have been Burt Gummer with an alien head mounted
Yeah.
up
Oh,
above
yeah.
on it.
Next to the graboid head, they're both
Next to the
taxidermied.
graboid head. There would have been a little stinger, and there's a predator head at the bottom, like in Predator 2. There's
Yeah.
just all these alien heads.
Come to find out,
everywhere.
Burt Gummer is a predator. I think.
Intergalactic
Whoa,
bounty
whoa,
hunter.
Whoa,
Uh-huh.
Pete,
Yeah.
you might want to rethink how you said that.
Oh man. Yeah. I regret everything I said there.
He's like, I can't take it back because we've all laughed and it's gold now. Damn it. We here at Give Me Back My Action Movies do not condone the fact of calling Burt Gummer a predator.
Michael Gross is
Not-
a fabulous man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
National treasure.
Furthest from what Pete said.
Exactly.
Tremors in space. There you go. We did it.
Surprised it hasn't happened yet.
As many tremors
I am
as there
amazed.
are. Yeah, Tremors in space is just the natural progression of shitty Tremors. movies.
Absolutely. But even before that, and I know we're like right to the point of Vasquez and that, but the auto turret scene that's in the director's cut. It
Here's-
was not in the theatrical.
Here's my math problem.
And I know where Pete wants to get, and I can't wait for Pete to ask this question. So, Pete, why don't you
You got
bring us to your
you
thought
got
process?
4 turrets set up with 500 rounds each in each turret.
Yes.
Those 4 empty their rounds.
Yep.
That's 2,000 rounds. Now,
Yes.
it's not going to be 1 bullet per creature. It's,
No.
let's even say it's 10. That would be over 200, probably over 200 aliens. And it seems like there's so many. it feels like there are thousands of these aliens everywhere. I mean, they probably took out 15 or so at the very beginning, that first scene. And then they took out another 100 coming up the pipe.
Well,
here's
what you have to look at. I get your math. But let's talk math of
sense. I don't know if I'm making
you
sense.
are making sense.
You're making sense, but I think there's a little bit bigger picture to it.
There's another thing you have to look at, and it's
57, 56 actually.
Right.
Colonists.
But you have
Some were
to
cocoon.
take into account fire rate of weapons. So it's going off in bursts based on motion. So when you start piling up the first 5, 6, this thing's probably unloaded 50 or 60 rounds into the first 2 or 3, just because they're still moving. Say it only took out an arm. It's still moving because we've seen how resilient they are. So the auto turrets are still going. And now the aliens are pushing the dead bodies through this corridor, which is causing more movement. Now the bullets have to go through how many dead aliens to get to new aliens. And basically you're building up a wall of dead alien armor. And that can only be, that could only be like 20 aliens. And what it leads to is the aliens got smart on how to make the guns run out of ammo.
And the aliens do show intelligence.
Yes.
And that was the big thing for me, was the intelligence that they found a way. And one of the things that's kind of clever to the movie's way of doing these scenes with the turrets, you only get to see them kill a handful of aliens. Most of the time, the camera is pointed at the turret, not showing what it's shooting at. That's where but that's where I feel like it's showing for later on when they're using the upper parts, using the rafters to get in. I feel like that was them learning off of the turret scene, going, okay, we'll get them to waste their ammo. We can't go direct, but we can go above. We can go below, because they do that as well.
This way, not ouchie.
And it's like, if you watch some like military battle things, as you can watch them on YouTube, when you get the realization of how many rounds are fired at one target sometimes, because you're looking at tracers and you're like, oh, that's not a lot. There's like 50 bullets in between the tracer rounds that you can see. So bullets are free to America. So we just let freedom fly and just
Wayland doesn't have to worry about how much they're spending on bullets.
Right. Yeah. So it's not a precise thing. And I'm not saying that there's an alien with another alien's head, like poking it around the corner of the door
on a stick. And it's going back and forth. I'm a normal alien. Don't mind me. Just need to go get the milk.
Gremlins 2, 100%. That's how it went down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alien 2, no. That's how I took it.
I was having a hard time with the math because it felt like thousands of those creatures.
You're not alone. I was actually Googling it when you were messaging us, because I was curious, because I had the thought I had in my head was the sign said 157 colonists, but they've been there 20 years. So it was that sign put up when they settled, and now there's more people.
I mean,
they would probably increase that as the generations would go on.
Because of some stranger coming in and still wants to see the sign. That sign's not accurate. There's obviously 300 of you assholes running around.
You guys are trying to do tax evasion. I'm on to you. Oh, you're getting audited. Space audit.
Space audit. They're going to throw out all the space tea into the harbor. America.
USA.
USA. USA. Y'all can see how much we just made Pete just laugh here. He gets so tickled. So now we get the Vasquez and Gorman scene, which I agree is pretty awesome.
It's intense. It's all intense.
It's so great.
You feel so bad when Vasquez gets alien jizz on her, alien blood on her ankle.
Sure.
And she reaches down to her ankle, and you can see it on her face. She realizes, I'm dead.
She's fine.
I'm dead.
Yeah, she's crippled at this point. Like
my leg, I'm dead. And
Gorman's already been like dead weight this entire movie. Not just his ability, but he got knocked the fuck out
Yeah,
early.
he's not seeing straight.
He got concussed.
He got concussed hard, and he's there with her, and she's like in front of him, and he just wraps his arm around her and has a grenade. And he's, it's one of those moments, and I love it, where she's just like, Gorman, you've always been an asshole. And he just hits that grenade, pops that little thing, and just
They take out, a couple with them to make sure. But it's the way that she holds onto his hand with the
when
button.
he hits the charger, her hand's on top of his, so it's both of them doing it.
Yeah.
And she's just, you've always been an asshole. Wow. Oh God, great scene. And again, I care about these characters.
Every
Gorman,
last one of them.
not so much.
Well,
Gorman, not so much.
But
I don't want to see him die. Let me say it that way.
No.
I don't want to see him go badly. Paul Reiser's the only one that I want to see his head.
That's the only
ripped
one I
off.
wanted to see actually get split in two. Not my boy Lance Hendrickson. I
Right.
wanted to see, Burke just get completely turned into a puddle of juice.
I wanted to
But-
be mad at him, not mad about you. That's exactly what it was.
So
Oh my
Nate-
God!
Nate-
before-
Oh my
I was
God!
surprised if Nate was even
I
gonna
can't
get that.
believe you pulled that off.
I did. I made
hate
the
you.
impossible happen. USA, USA,
USA.
It was a personal goal for myself to get a mad about you joke in this episode. I don't care. Kids, ask your parents about mad about you. I'll steal a line from Pete.
It was a show that was on for a long time, and I can't even tell you what it was about. I
have no
remember
idea.
watching it with the family, but
childless couple in New York City.
I
I
have
was a-
no
I was a-
desire to revisit Mad About You.
I was a Cheers kid, and then I went to Frasier. That's as far as I went with those type of comedies. That's all there was to it. But no, I cared about them, and losing. Now we're down to like the bare minimum.
Hey, you're
you
down
know,
to 3.
you've
You're
got
down to Ripley and
Hicks,
Hicks.
and Newt. Yeah, because we didn't even talk about it, but Paul Reiser opens up a door, and that alien head is just.
And I love every time you see the alien head, how much slobber. It basically looks like Beefcake's face after he's done eating.
You're not wrong. It
It's
does.
just so much drool.
And
Yeah.
he does get about that close to your face too. when
He
you don't
really
want him to.
does.
You can
Yeah.
smell that kibble.
This is it's one of those moments that, and I know why they were saving it, but now that I've seen these movies ingrained in my head, you're like, why didn't it grab his head and poke Little Mouth
the
through
theater
his
would have
face?
cheered.
It would have, but then it would have lessened the effect of the Queen alien when she
Yeah.
does it to Ripley, because that's kind of like a oh shit moment.
Uh-huh.
It's like she can't get through the cage. Check out Little Mouth. Little Mouth's going to get you.
little guy.
Come on, get back
I'm Julie too.
Get back in there, Little Mouth. Okay.
One of my favorite.
The toy does it. The toy has
does it?
the Queen alien head. The little mouth pops out of it.
One of the favorite things I read. This is the point where they get separated from Newt, and she slips down a ventilation shaft or something.
Yeah, yeah.
One of my favorite movie shots of all time.
Yeah. As she's going down
Is-
this giant slide.
It's not just the slide, it's when the alien is rising above the water.
Oh, that's awesome too.
Yeah.
Did he steal it from you, Pete?
Nope. I'm just.
I'll tell you a funny fact I read though, that Newt, the actress that was playing it, loved going down that thing so much she kept blowing her lines, so she would have to redo it and go down what she she called it a 3-story slide.
Yeah. 'cause it was.
How far down? And James Cameron had to bribe her to get her to stop. He's like, do the shot, do your lines correctly, and you can ride the slide as much as you want.
I don't
We
blame her
won't
one
stop
bit
you."
then.
That was
And
my
sh-
story.
and sh- Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know
No.
that was where you were leading
No,
into it.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what you were leading into at all.
Well, you
I
wouldn't
know,
let
I
me get
did.
a word in edgewise.
I've been trying
This
to
is
give you
how
a lot more
conversation
space.
works.
You want to say it, Pete? I'll edit myself out of that.
Nope. It's all you. You did it perfectly.
I know. But
Yeah, we know Charlie does it right.
I know, Pete. I'm not editing any of this. This all goes out to the people.
No,
to hear.
this is the
would be-
super
this is-
special
it would be
enhanced
sad if you
1996
edited
edition.
any of this.
I would like to tell people right this moment because it's pertinent right here. When you listen to our episodes here in the past year and a half, maybe I maybe edit 5 minutes out, and a lot of that is where we either pause for the commercial or if someone has a brain fart moment and it goes into too much dead air, I'll snip it.
Or someone
Hey,
needs
but
to have an
Stop
emergency
giving them our
poop.
trade
God
secrets.
damn it, Nate!
I
Would you
need-
let me talk once in a while?
See, you did it again.
That's right.
I don't know what I just did.
Pete was talking.
Go
and
for
now
it,
he's
Pete.
mad.
Nope, I'm
Now
done.
he's done.
Nope, go
Now he's
for
done.
it.
Come on, guys, you're making something I'm going to have to edit when I just said
Yeah.
I don't really edit these shows.
I got nothing else to say.
So, what were you going to say?
I was
Yeah.
going to say if someone had an emergency poop that he had to take care of, that also was a chance to edit.
That is also a possibility to edit stuff.
I actually did have to edit most
It was
of
a
that out
long
because
Long poop.
that was very long. We tried to keep it going,
We were feeling sorry for you.
and then we
Hey.
got worried.
You know what? That's totally fair. Avoid the pasta over at Giant Eagle. It's all it needs to be known.
Right. I don't know why you thought that was a good idea to begin with.
Hey,
but-
usually they don't miss.
Like
That time
Anyway,
they miss.
that was,
Station
all I wanted to
sushi.
say was rarely do you ever get an edited episode from us. This is us as pure. If you were sitting here recording, ask all our
Trade
guests.
secrets. There
No,
might be a
I'm-
person going, yeah, this makes so much more sense now.
I want them to be like, maybe they'll appreciate it a little bit more. I don't want him thinking, wow, he edited it down to that. Nah, this is what you get.
Fair.
See, there you go. All right, so Ripley goes after Newt. We're not walking through this movie. Just pick
No,
a spot.
Nate started
No.
walking through it, so I
No,
was
I
leading
did
up
it.
to Newt's slide fun because I thought that was a cute little anecdote.
It is a cute story when I read it. I didn't even finish reading all of the trivia.
There's so
Oh,
much
there's too much.
on IMDb.
Whenever there's a bunch,
Holy
I just
cow.
don't.
And there's
Yeah.
don't get on YouTube and go down the history of aliens YouTube videos because your life is over. You're just gonna be sitting there.
You're not a rabbit hole. It's a black hole. Like,
Yeah.
It really
seriously.
is.
There's a 4-hour documentary coming out here soon from the In Search of Darkness people. I'll just watch that. I
was
don't
gonna
need
say-
to read through all the IMDb trivia. I'll just watch that. Like everyone's on board. They just announced that Sigourney's on board now. So
Oh,
yeah.
They
that'll be
when
about
they do
the movie
something,
and the-
I'm there.
that'll be about the movie and the making of, but
Yes.
not like the lore. Like that's what I'm talking about. If you want to,
Oh, okay, I
if
got
you
you.
want to just end your life reading and watching
Yeah.
videos on YouTube, start watching because fans are cuckoo crazy pants, and I
Well,
love them
it's
also
because
very much.
There was a lore, and then Prometheus came
and then
out,
Prometheus
and it
came out.
changed the fucking lore.
Right.
So
Yeah.
thanks. It's just like what Star Wars did and what Marvel's doing. It's like we have a lore. Quit fucking with it.
Well,
Yeah, but there's a new lore. New canon.
so the
What new
comics came
canons?
out. There were a whole bunch of comics before Alien 3 came out.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Hicks and Newt were alive and well, and they immediately killed him in 3. And that's why that movie doesn't exist.
And let me just say, just because he said that, the most egregious thing that's ever happened to this franchise is them not allowing Neil Blomkamp to erase part 3 and 4 and give us the sequel we deserved.
He was
after
supposed
this
to give
movie.
us that. Yeah.
Of Hicks and Newt still being alive with Ripley
Yeah.
and got a whole nother movie out of it.
That's so stupid.
3
Because
was
Prometheus
supposed
got
to
that
be
canceled.
The 3 of them, or
They,
oh, you mean they're
it
going to
was.
retcon? Prometheus was going to be a retcon.
They-
of-
no, this was they
Right
it was,
before Prometheus. So
it was
Oh.
Neil Blomkamp who did District 9, Chappie,
District 9's
Elysium.
Elysium. I couldn't think of the other one.
Ooh.
Which he does his visuals. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So you put
Fucking
him in the
love it.
alien world
Oh,
with
yeah.
Geiger,
Perfect
it
fit.
makes sense.
People were losing their minds because they were so excited. Now,
Yeah.
I have read that there was never a full script, but he had gone through the thing of doing like storyboards, and there was art. There's
There was
artwork.
pictures.
You can
Yeah.
Google it
Oh my
now,
God.
and it was going to be an older Hicks who was all scarred up
Mhm.
because he got
'Cause
hit
he
with
got
the
hit
acid.
Yeah.
You could now, and he did it where he could use Michael Biehn and Sigourney Weaver, and was talking about trying to get Carrie Ann, I can't remember, Knowles or whatever, all to come back because he would do it where they're aged appropriately. to do the next movie. No, studio went.
Well, the big reason the studio went no with that is because when Ridley Scott said, I want to come back and do this Prometheus movie that may tie a little bit into the alien origins. And they went, oh, the original guy's coming back? We don't need Neil anymore.
That was brick wall right there. That was
so
and now
stupid.
they're probably looking back going, maybe we should have done it.
Maybe we fucked up.
We might have pulled an AVP. Maybe.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
It's kind of bad.
Comics
kind
are
of
so
bad.
good.
Wasn't anything good that came out of it.
No, not really. Not really. All right. Final showdown.
God.
Is there?
I mean,
is there a more perfect final battle in moviedom? I mean,
this is
I
where
don't
this
know.
is like one of the best action movies that's more sci-fi, obviously, but
good guy
this-
versus bad guy, pound for pound, punch for punch.
right? And not like Endgame where like all the heroes show up. Ta-da!
everyone shows
And
up. Oh, Hudson's back. Yay.
Right.
Vasquez is back. Yay.
Hicks, you're away.
Paul Reiser, you son of a bitch, get over here. All's forgiven. I'm no longer mad about you. That's two.
There you go. You got
Nate's so disappointed. He has such a disappointed face.
Yep, Pete's the angry one this episode, and I'm the one that's stewing over here.
I had an extra 45 minutes to think of mad about you jokes, so that's on you, sir. That's on you.
Stupid.
But no, and what I love is it was a long time before I ever really realized this, but when they set the clock for 15 minutes before the planet blows up,
exactly 15
it's
minutes.
15 minutes in the movie.
James Cameron's that damn good.
James Cameron keeps raising that bar, damn it.
He does. He's the only one that will.
Gonna go down there, raise that bar. But yeah, I love it, and it's that. God, I don't want to dig too much into this, but this dumb shit that there's no strong female characters in movies. Fuck you. Watch Aliens. Watch Aliens. Watch Alien 3.
Oh, I love
Watch
seeing
Alien
where
Resurrection. Yeah.
she even gets taught on how to use the weapon,
Oh yeah,
like
you
just the
started
machine
this,
gun in
just keep
general, like
going.
when Michael
Yeah.
Biehn is showing her
Yeah.
everything. But then to get to this point where it's like, yeah, she's just a blue collar person that knows how to. She's forklift certified in space.
Right? She is forklift
Space
certified.
forklift.
Tapes
Yeah.
that flamethrower to the side of the pulse rifle, loads up the little flares so that she can see where she's going, a few, grenades stuffed in her pocket. And it's her version of the Arnold and Commando moment.
Yeah, her gearing up.
All she's missing is the face paint and putting on the vest with the grenades and a knife going in the chest, holster. That's what she needed right there. But I love this. And then she just she has that single tracker. Which I don't really. Does she just beep louder as she got closer?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't
I
have
think
the
so.
motion screen.
It went from beep 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 beep, and then there was a single
right.
tone.
It basically it was hot and cold game, but
Yes,
handheld.
As a matter of fact, yes.
But she goes in basically into the hive, and good God, I love the Queen Alien. Is there not a more
beautiful.
after we've already seen an alien the first time in the movies? Now we've seen them swarming, but this reveal of that
It's
fucking
one of the few
giant
cases
head.
where we as audiences, I not audiences, but for whatever reason, when it comes to making sequels, we always have to go bigger, right? We always have
yeah.
to do something that is the alien's creepy, but what if we made it an alien queen? I love the alien queen. But the problem is we always get a little too far ahead of it, like the alien that's at the end of Alien versus Predator that's like
That's
not an
chained
alien
up.
queen, it's this giant other version of it, or like the Predator movie that had like the giant predator. It's like, yeah, the Predator alone's cool. You don't have to make him 20 feet tall.
Erased these things from my brain. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
recall any of this.
It's like the super alpha predator from the last ones, because it's like jacked up on steroids. It's the Arnold.
Yeah.
If Arnold was a predator, that's this predator, because I would tear its head off. But So yeah, you're right, Nate. 'Cause they kept getting bigger. The AVP one, good God,
It
how did
just
they
goes
fit it down?
bigger. Yeah, it's a
into the
kaiju.
pyramid. It's a
Seriously,
kaiju. It
I-
really is.
I don't remember.
But this one
I'm
though,
not gonna watch it.
I love this one. It's beautiful. It's perfect, and the way it's it's sending the drones after her, and she's basically using the eggs as a hostage with the flamethrower, and that's that moment of it's smart.
They have
Like,
that
whoa,
standoff.
back off, boys.
Mhm.
Those ones that just slide back into the shadows
Those were
of the
those were her
corridor.
royal guard, and those
Yeah, they were
those they play a big part of the comics. But that's the first time we've ever seen. Well, we've just seen two unique aliens now: the Queen and her royal guard, outside of the typical drones that we normally see. And
Yeah,
they're
the
they're
workers
gorgeous.
basically
They're
they're running around.
beautiful.
But yeah,
These
these
are
guys. Oh God,
beautiful.
so awesome. And then she's working her way out, but it's also like once the queen's basically like, once you get away from my eggs, I'm sending
Mhm.
the
They're
dudes
get you.
after you. And then Ripley lights up those fucking eggs, man. And that just the animalisticness of the queen alien at this moment, just crying out, roaring, screaming,
She looks pissed off.
she is pissed.
She doesn't have any facial skin,
But
or
you can
anything, but
feel
you can
it.
Tell how pissed off she is.
Yeah.
I love the articulation of her mandible because it's like this, the whole head is like this helm that she's wearing, and then the jaw comes off of it from underneath. It is so well. James Cameron, bravo, sir.
Yeah.
You took what H.R. Geiger perfected and made something even grander.
She's got a.
And then you
And
get
no
this.
sense that makes sense though,
It does make sense.
It wasn't just make it bigger.
No, which they could have just did a giant alien, and it was like, oh, okay, that's fine. No, this was it. I'm sure he's looking at like books and being like, okay, what does a queen ant look like? What does a leader of a colony of this look like? What does a lion look like? Almost, this alpha
so
predator,
slimy and gross with her little tail that's pumping out the eggs, and then like as it's getting shot up and all the ooze is climbing out of her. Ugh.
and then finishes ripping it off of her so that she can go after Ripley. That was just that moment of, oh, fuck, the big one's pissed. It is so good. So good. And you get to that elevator scene where Bishop's gone and Ripley's pissed because,
The ultimate betrayal. She's
yeah. Oh,
been
you feel
cautious
it.
of him the entire episode movie because of her experience in the first film with the synthetic.
With Ash.
With
right,
Ash,
right.
the android.
And this, she's on the surface, she's taken this as the ultimate betrayal. He's
Absolutely. And then she turns and she hears the beating on the elevator, and the doors start to open, and you get that head again coming through there. They said the animatronic for the alien was so big it wouldn't fit physically in that spot. They had to like take the back half of it off.
Oh no.
Like it's in all practicality, the alien shouldn't have fit, but they made it work. And I got a chuckle this last time I watched it because she's like, close your eyes, don't look, Newt. And then she goes, look, it's Bishop. And I'm like, see, if she'd listened to you, you wouldn't know Bishop is behind her.
You would have not even known.
I totally missed that. Because I was going heartbreak when she's, don't look, baby. Don't look, Newt. I'm like, oh.
I mean,
it's so
that's the
terrible.
moment, but
Yeah.
then she's like, look, it's Bishop. And Bishop, and you get that hero retribution moment for
Uh-huh.
Bishop where he's like, I'm not going to leave you. I had to, shit was falling down. And if I crash, we're all dead. Loads her up, movie's over. Young Charlie thought.
So did young Pete.
Yeah.
Nope.
But they found a way to encapsulate what worked with the first Alien movie of like, still fucking hit it on the ship.
Yep. Because you get the little ship and get on the bigger ship. And they're just getting things prepped. I mean, and this bigger ship's fucking huge. It's like a Death Star
Yeah,
in
it's a
size
it's a
because
spaceship. This is just
it is a
dropship.
spaceship.
Mhm.
And they're unloading things. Bishop's like, I got to get, things ready to go so we can get out of here. We're going to nuke this, the reactor has gone off by now, so they think everything's fine. But good God, the alien survived. It's on the ship with them, and it rips Bishop in. Not only rip him in half, but it stabs a tail through him.
It like stabs him, lifts him up, and then
And then
pulls him in two separate ways.
The violence he spits that white shit out of his mouth is just only Lance Hendrickson can sell.
Yeah,
being an
exactly.
android. Like they were saying how there was a scene when he's looking in the microscope. He had an idea he took to James Cameron. He goes, I want to put on a pair of contacts that look like I have two irises. So it gives me this more robotic, like I'm focused on something and I'm using it. And they filmed it and James Cameron goes, no, it's not working. Let's go back because you are selling the creepy. You're scary as it is. And then he told him, you're actually with those things in your eyes, you're scarier than the fucking alien. So we're not putting it in the movie. That's how creepy he looked with the dual irises with the contacts. So, but I like how James Cameron gave him freedom to do certain things. But good God, dude, that scene isn't gory by gore standards, but it's so visceral. It is just this like, oh shit moment when you're first watching. I remember it's burned in my brain the very first time I watched it as a kid. You're like, fuck.
Oh no, it's the scene that sticks out the most from what I remember as a kid is Milkman.
No,
just
ripping him in half. Ripley like I remember Ripley opening up the door, which causes the vacuum, and his half body, and you're like, fuck, he's still alive. And he's grabbing a hold of stuff, and then he grabs Newt. But dude, the power armor fight is just
Even
good God.
The color choice of the power being yellow.
Well, it's
brilliant.
construction. It's commercial.
You know, but, like
it's
it
safety
sticks out
yellow
in your head. You know,
it's safety. It beeps when they backed up. You clear back when they're in the first time you see it. It's got the revolving beacon lights and everything.
It flashes,
it's so good he decided to bring it back for Avatar.
Right.
Just with machine guns.
He really did. You son of a bitch. But man, that when she opens up those doors and that she's in the power, because you know what she's doing, because it shows her getting into it. And you're like, okay, all right, cool. She's good. But that somehow we knew what was happening, but we got this badass reveal all at the same time. When that door opens, the mist rolls out from behind her. She takes like 2 steps. Get away
it's
from
just like
her,
it's
you
on,
bitch.
Oh,
yes.
Well,
I had to audibly cheer when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I know my dad was like, my dad was probably like, he's gonna fucking love this coming up. And
Yeah.
This scene
This is
does
a true
echo,
test.
Yeah, this scene
Go
does
ahead.
echo the queen when she's revealed, because she's backlit with blue light and misty
Yes.
smoke also, and now we get Ripley as Queen Bitch come out in her power
it's-
loader with blue backing and mist coming out also.
To really bring the story full circle, it's mom versus mom.
Yeah, yep. At that time it is.
You know, and this is like, Ripley protecting her pride against another predator that has just, come into her world. Good God, dude. I love it. And I love how well they did this entire scene with the alien head, the hands, the power loader arms, because it's not exactly agile. It's very clunky. She's using it more as a blunt object, but when it catches the head, because you see the head kind of pokes through the mantle part of the main head structure, and the power loader just grabs a hold of the head right there, and just that's when you get the tiny mouth.
Yeah,
trying to
time out's
grab
going at her. The tail's trying to hit her in the face. There's a nice tempo with this whole fight. It's like a dance scene almost.
It's
of like
so
they're
well
both
choreographed,
sizing each other up. They're both being very particular with their strikes instead of both going at it at full force. Like their strategy.
Yeah. It says Space Waltz.
Would you care to tango?
I do like how the queen is whipping her tail at her too.
Yeah,
like you think, okay, you got this big queen, you got the arms, you got the extra tiny mouth, and all of a sudden,
it's like a scorpion tail. She's
yeah.
like point first, It's like the Japanese weapon, you know, the blade at the end of like either a chain or the rope
Yes.
that they would fling at you. That's what this thing's like emulating, but it's just like multiple strikes, boom. Like Ripley's literally inside this like safety cage, and she's having to duck and move and bob and weave, and really her only weapon is the power loader power, and then a tiny blowtorch is
Right.
all she has. But dude, when she picks up the Queen Alien, though, that just lifts it straight up and drops it down the hatch or whatever the hell airlock, drops it down in there,
Except
and then
the
she
Queen
topples right behind.
holds on.
Yes. Tension, build,
Oh, yeah.
build. Like this movie, from like what is it? Like the last 30 minutes, you're not breathing. You know,
Basically,
like you're
I mean-
reminding yourself to breathe. Like, oh shit, okay, that's going on, and fuck, I haven't breathed for about 2 minutes. Oh, that's what's going on
I
now.
better blink too, or my eyeballs will fall out.
Why do my eyes hurt? You're
Ow.
not blinking, son. Blink, boy, blink. Let me know you're still alive. But opening that airlock, and then more chaos happens. Newt's getting sucked down in there. Bishop, who's still barely functioning, is able to grab hold of her. Another great hero moment for him, and he's got her. And Ripley, it still makes my skin crawl when she grabs the alien grabs Ripley's foot.
Oh,
the
I know.
sneaker.
Just can't get
And
a break.
There's been many a time I've watched this movie going, I swear to God, she ripped her foot off. I swear to God, there's a
Right.
foot still in that shoe. And no, she gets it out, but it's so well shot that it's this split second instant when it loses grip of Ripley, but it still kind of has the sneaker. And it's just like, dude, you wouldn't be able to walk after that. You're holding that thing from the vacuum of space without yourself being sucked down in, and all it's holding on is your foot. That would hurt.
Oh, it'd be awful. Your knee's gonna let go and
Gotta
below
pull
the
the
knee.
leg- pull the
Yeah,
leg off.
exactly.
Somebody
It's
said
just the
that-
way that she falls.
Yeah, ow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ouch. All of it's ouch. Someone said that those were laceless, custom-made laceless Reeboks or something.
I think that's what
Which
I've
is-
heard. It was
which is why they slipped off of her foot instead of.
They look retro but futuristic. You know what I mean? Which we're seeing
new old
now.
stock.
Yeah, the kids are doing it now with Jordans and all that shit. So I guess it tracks. But God, dude, it's just I love this. I love this movie, man.
We finally
they're done.
Finally get to
Yeah.
rest after this.
And then that she plugs Bishop up into whatever she can to kind of keep him pumping in the cryo thing, puts
He's a
Newt
dry out.
in. Yeah. A little mist, squirt a little mist in there. And then they go to sleep in the movie. And so once again, it is kind of like the first movie. It's just,
Oh, it ends just like the
with them
first,
going into cryo sleep.
Minus the cat.
You know, which is the biggest bitch of part 3. I agree, Nate. Is they just Newt died.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hicks died.
Hicks
We'll
died.
bring back Bishop for 2 minutes.
He's in the dump, but we'll
Yeah.
go fish his head out. Like,
I have never been
And
so
that's-
disappointed in a movie as those first 3 minutes of Alien 3. It crushed
Finding
my
out
soul. Just crushed
how
me.
they were doing it. Yeah.
Even like when revisiting it this past week, 2 weeks ago, it's like, oh well, maybe it like isn't as bad as I remember. It's like, no, this is one of those I got like no saving grace for. Now, obviously, I'm too young to remember like the teaser trailers, but I've seen them since, where Alien 3 was supposed to tease that the xenomorph comes to Earth, and they never did it.
No. That was them trying to set up that whole ending. I do like the ending of Alien 3. I like the lead being dropped on the alien as such a
It's
visual.
a really
look,
cool
the way it-
visual, but I don't
Yeah.
like how
Really
Ripley's
cool.
got this queen in her and she jumps into a.
I love
pit of
that
lava.
too. That ending still, even though the movie may not be great, that is still a fantastic
I
ending.
think it's a good way to end cap it, but still.
I don't.
And that's was
understand
their
how
plan, that was supposed to be the end, and it did make sense.
Yeah.
Which Pete hasn't seen it yet. We're going to make
Nope,
him
nope.
watch it.
We're going
We
to cover
won't
it, so it
say
doesn't matter. Alien Resurrection, it's on the list. It's in the
Oh,
title,
no.
Resurrection.
I might bump something this month. I don't know yet. We'll see.
We're going
No,
to
I-
space again where xenomorphs travel.
I can't. We already got this month locked in, damn it. All right. Well, let's do our things then, boys. What do you say?
I say.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have cut in.
Leave anything for us?
That's a lot
Yeah,
of
there's
work.
something about the
Body
way those
count,
guns
body
sound
count.
that's so cool.
Body count. Body count.
It's a pulse rifle. For a
Pulse
reason.
rifle and a Gatling gun from Jesse Ventura just have
Look,
that,
oh,
that ring.
Pete,
to
that
them.
sound.
Yeah.
It was either remix that or figure out how to fit Mad About You jokes in. Which did you enjoy more?
I would have rather had the gun
I
sound.
I
think
didn't
or
ask
whatever.
you, Nate. I asked Pete.
I'd rather
I'm
the
just
gun
saying.
sound too.
Yeah, like
Oh,
gun sound would
stop
be way
it.
cooler.
You
No
love
one wants to
my Mad
remember
About
about
You.
Mad About You. That's the one thing
Uh.
too with the games and the guns. Like the most recent
There's a lot of Mad
game.
About You references in the games and the
There is. And
Oh,
it's just
okay.
like, why? Paul Reiser isn't even in this.
Sorry.
Every
Because
time you
it's
kill an
funny, damn it.
alien, you would expect that the floor underneath
Yeah.
would start to melt away, especially as you kill a bunch of these. And like you walk over, you're like, nope, I can walk over their bodies. I'm not taking any damage. There's no holes in the ground. I was like, this game's for posers. Like, what are you doing to me?
Bunch of posers. Well, there are 2 counts because we kind of have to look at the theatrical and the director's cut.
Fair.
I'm going to allow them to bend a little bit of rules because I guess technically there are 2 colonists right up front that are cocooned. We don't see that they've actually had anything hatched about of them, but then we have the 3rd one that they watch the alien pop out of. So they count those 3 in the fatalities. It's not like we're counting 157 or 156 in this
but
movie.
that makes sense to do so because
Well, they're already dead and we didn't watch it.
oh, okay.
That's remember that's our rule.
Fair.
It can't.
Yep, that's the rule.
It can't be.
Yep, you're right.
Even a flashback's
Mhm.
iffy ground.
You're right.
But so it is 15 in the theatrical cut, but because they added Newt's parents,
Mhm.
her little brother Timmy, and one other person
But we
got
didn't
the daughter.
We didn't see them
They
die.
counted.
Though, did we?
Little Timmy got shot with acid. Facehugger grabbed the dad, and the mom got snatched, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh man.
If I remember right. But yeah, little Timmy got hit with acid because I think wasn't the mom like trying to cut the thing off of the dad? I didn't watch the theatrical, the special
Oh,
edition.
I missed
Nate should
No,
know
no,
because he
like,
made us
it's-
wait.
It's basically after it gets on his face, the camera cuts. Like it shows
that's
Newt
what I
screaming.
remember. Maybe that's in the
And
director's
then,
cut.
yeah.
So, but that's what they're counting
Huh.
is that's how those died because
Yeah.
you saw the characters. It wasn't a flashback. We're seeing stuff happen as it goes. The only thing I'll question on the special edition is the mentioning of the daughter dying 2 years ago, but they counted it. At
Yeah.
19, but whatever.
Okay.
Not a huge body count. Now, if we're talking aliens died
156.
a lot,
156.
156. 157 if the queen aliens something.
Well,
a
no,
little
I mean
different.
the queen alien still is part of that core 156. She just
Yeah, it would
evolved
be
a little
like-
faster.
Like they would probably release drones to gather things, and then maybe there's a special face hugger
There's
for.
I saw something somewhere where there is a special
No?
face hugger that is it's given royal jelly or something, and that face hugger has 2 embryos in it. So what it'll do is one of those embryos is the queen, and the other embryo is one of the royal guard. So it will
So
go
maybe
get one host and dump a royal guard
have
in
one
there,
guard.
who will not evolve, but grow up very quickly, and it will be ready to defend the queen as it slowly gestates and gets bigger and
That
bigger.
all makes sense to me.
I-
That
biologically,
makes sense.
I
Now
think it makes real sense.
that's not how they do part 3 though, because she's impregnated in the beginning of 3, and it just so happens that she knows it's a queen. That's
Well,
That was
that's
just up the
if
ante.
there was one face
Yeah.
hugger with 2,
Yeah.
because that makes sense with 3, because there are 2 aliens in 3, right? There's the dog, and then there's the queen that
Well, yeah,
hasn't
because they
been
had
born yet.
yeah,
So
because they had the one that was trapped.
that one
and
face
then-
hugger would have had 2 embryos in it and would have infected the dog, and then Ripley somehow.
But she was infected like when they found her.
Yeah,
Like somehow she was
How?
infected.
How did
on
she
the
get
ship.
infected? She was in cryo the whole time. I don't like
So
3.
I don't know.
I
There's a-
got a
there's-
question now, though.
Okay, ask away.
Okay, so if it's an alien, right? Then there's the drones that protect the alien
Mhm.
queen. Would there technically also be like alien guards that happen to wear funny hats and then they stand still, and no matter what you do in front of them, they do not move whatsoever
Yes, they actually
while
let
wearing
you,
a funny hat?
they let you take
I don't-
pictures with them as long as you don't touch them. If you touch them,
Yeah.
they'll bonk
Oh,
you in
you're
the
not allowed
head.
to touch them?
No, I can't touch 'em.
Okay,
Don't
so
touch 'em.
there's
It's not
a
not polite.
xenomorph though wearing a furry hat
Yep, it's
that's
a very
not
tall furry
breaking
hat.
care. Yeah,
But
And
they're
they
Doesn't
hold
move.
their
rare
tail like a
because
gun.
Yeah.
it has to like impregnate a British person in order for that to happen.
Oh, you gotta hope that a British person
John
made
Hurt.
it on
John
board.
Hurt was British, so we got that going for
Yeah,
us.
but they killed that one.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So it's gone now. There was a German guy, but the one that came out of that, no one wants to talk about.
It liked sauerkraut.
Had a weird facial feature. Just-
Had a lot of hate. Had a lot of hate.
Can we move on, please?
anyone? Yeah, but they were all bad.
they were all bad. Thanks, Ortle.
Uh-huh.
All right. Favorite kill and or
Oh, jeez.
favorite alien explodey in this movie. So you can pick from just about anything in here.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Pete looks like he's thinking real hard. So
no.
Nate, since you just watched this movie, I'm making you go.
God. Which one to go with? I'm still gonna stick to the shotgun being stuffed into that alien's mouth and then
pretty
pulling
good.
the trigger.
Yep.
That was
Just
pretty
because it's just a classic old school pump action shotgun. It's none of the futuristic, crazy stuff. Like, no, it's just old, reliable, and it does what it does best. It takes the heads off of xenomorphs with a little bit of backsplash.
little kickback.
A little bit.
Pete, what about you, bub?
Well, you want to say Bishop, but he wasn't technically dead, so I gotta
I don't know.
I gotta walk around that one.
You hurt Bishop's feelings. Does he have
the-
feelings?
The one that made me laugh, I think, so I'll pick this one, is the alien that jumps on the front of the APC. Ripley hits the brakes. It flies forward. Then she just drives over the goddamn thing, and it squishes like
Oh,
a
yes.
ketchup pack. And I'm thinking,
Splort.
even young Pete's thinking, well, now you got acid on that tire, and it's not gonna go too far. But they didn't go very far in that vehicle anyway.
She ran the transmission out
yeah.
of. You're just grinding
That-
gears.
That one always makes me giggle. It's like, yeah, squish.
Thud.
You're up,
Charlie would know
Ah.
this because you're a Hot Wheel guy. Did they ever make a Hot Wheel of the APC?
Oh,
No, not Hot
what?
Wheels.
Missed
They did make
opportunity.
like Kenner actually did like small vehicles, and
back in the 90s. They did.
yeah, they've got a few that aren't quite the APC. But then when Walmart did those cheapies, they even did like 4-inch tall figures too, and they
Oh.
came in a big like play set. They
Okay.
did an APC with one of those.
Nice.
That was the only one I didn't get. I got like the big play set that came with the updated power armor and shit like that. And it actually had like guns mounted to it. But I didn't get the APC when it sold out before I got to it. For me, okay, Pete, I'll take it. Normally I would say Bishop because it's so visceral. I mean, just blah, blah, it's gone.
It's beautiful and shocking.
It is,
Everyone
but I
went,
think I'm gonna give it to Hudson taking out that face hugger in the lab, saving Newt when he
It's so
slams his
badass. I get it.
really is
against the
badass.
wall. It's an entire moment. Everything is built to that, but just that to Marine getting to to work blows and just empties the clip.
He melts the face hugger with hot
Yeah.
lead.
There's nothing left of it.
Even Vasquez boot to the alien's face and then, pulling the trigger a bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what causes her demise. But God, something about boots in this movie that really just, it works well.
That's right, man. Got to put a bug under your boot, but it's good stuff. All right, boys. I don't think this is going to be difficult, but let's rate this bad boy.
I like
Nate, you didn't know this, but Jackie Chan was one of the stunt doubles for the aliens.
Oh, was he? No. What?
That explains all the kung fu kicks they did in this movie. And I was like, why?
Well, you just said that they looked like they were floating. Have you ever seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden
It's
Dragon?
true.
And they do float in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh,
That's true.
I love me my wire foo.
Yep, these were
delicious.
wire goo.
Wire
is what
goo.
this was.
Is that what it was called? That's what they coined it as.
Face
It was
wire.
coined as wire goo, face wire, hug wire.
Tug wire.
Pete, what are you rating
Tug
Aliens
wire.
tonight, bud?
Take that back. Well,
No.
as much as I love this movie, a 10 is pretty high because there's a few flaws in it, and I can't keep this up anymore. It's a 10.
It's like there's flaws?
I was
There's
like,
no
what?
flaws. This is a flawless movie.
If there was ever a flawless movie, this is pretty damn close. I mean, the writing is so good. Where, like I said, they set up the cigarettes earlier for the sprinkler system. They set up the front end loader. You know what I mean.
The
space
forklift.
loader. But they set up all this stuff. They set up Burke calling into the colony to say, "Hey, look, there's salvage out there. Go check it out."
Yeah.
It just not only was the action great and the gore and the horror and the story, but all this just everything just fits together like a well-worn glove, just nice and soft and cozy. It's a 10. If I could go 20,
Perfect.
I'd go 20.
Nate, what about you, Bubba?
Yeah, dude, it's a 10. Come on now. It's aliens. Like, yeah. It's
I-
one that I've already watched, I think, 3 times this year, and I know I'm not done watching it this year.
I've watched it 3 times in 3 days, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
I mean, I tipped my hand early on in the show, man. It's a perfect action movie. It's a sci-fi action movie, but it's a perfect movie. It's 10. Does that mean Alien can't be a perfect 10
No,
horror
I-
movie?
I-
Hell no, it
No,
doesn't.
I
'Cause
think it
is.
is.
I'll
Yeah.
spoil that if we ever cover it.
It's gonna be a
Alien is a 10.
Yeah.
Aliens is a 10.
Mhm.
I can watch this movie at any point. I've never tried to pick this movie apart. I think we've uncovered maybe 1 or 2 things just in our rambling
Mhm.
here going, wait, how does that
And I
work?
guarantee that it's actually covered in the movie if we
It's-
just
I'm
like
sure someone
Either
Yeah.
else,
smarter or pay more attention. Yeah.
yeah.
if we had that amount of spare time, but we don't. But yeah, this is lightning in a bottle for Cameron, man, to be able to come into a sequel, technically his second movie. To me, the Terminator is, God, I don't know what I would rate the Terminator, the first one, because it does have flaws. If I had to sit here and just off the cuff go it, but we're talking about a man's first and second movies are Terminator and Aliens.
Yeah. Like,
Battle Beyond the Stars.
Well, he worked on that. I don't think that was
He did
his,
special effects on
was
that.
it?
He did the
Yeah.
special effects on it.
I'm sure he had bigger hand in it than he
Mhm.
was ever given credit for, but a lot of guys got started with Corman. R.I.P.
A
Corman.
lot
We
of
did
them.
lose Corman.
God bless you,
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah.
That
Lived a
that
long-
one hurt a bunch. for me.
Long life though. And
Yep.
if I have to lose an icon, if they're 98, I'm gonna be like, that's a life well lived. So I'm totally okay.
and he
with
was
that.
smart by going, you know what? That Aliens movie seemed to be doing really well. I'll just keep ripping that off for the next 15 years.
Yeah, until
Well,
It's
until,
good formula.
until a little movie called Jurassic Park come out, and then he's like, "Ooh, more money to be made."
More money.
Originally, Roger Corman was given the script. He was going to direct Alien, And then he read the script and he went, "Nope, this is too good. You have to give it to somebody."
Yeah.
that's
It
gonna
basically, he was
direct
like,
this well.
this needs more money
Yeah.
than I'm willing to
That I would
direct.
ever be willing to to
Yeah.
spend on it.
So but we're
And
gonna miss
then
that,
he goes
man.
Galaxy.
But
Then he makes Galaxy of Terror, which is a perfect Corman movie.
that one works.
Yeah.
That one works.
It's a little rapey in the middle though. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
Not little, not even a little. I should.
Not a little. It's a
no,
lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot. Not.
I have no idea what is going on.
Oh, Galaxy
you've
of Terror.
never
That's a good
seen-
one.
You've never seen Galaxy of Terror?
I don't even know what it is.
It's got Freddy Krueger in it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
We're still not on speaking terms.
Well, you and Robert Englund are on speaking terms.
Yeah, we're not on speaking terms at the moment.
I think it's called Robert Englund's not talking to him.
Oh,
no, it goes both ways.
No, you can't arbitrarily start a feud because they quit
Not
talking.
starting a
You know what?
feud. He just won't talk to me, so I won't talk to him.
I don't talk to Bill Clinton anymore either. Fooey on that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nate, do you have a trash
Why pick
opinion
Bill
about
Clinton out of
Aliens?
I was amazed at how many bad reviews there are for this.
What? Are you
I'm
kidding?
the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring. And then I start eating garbage.
Don't read
and
it,
then I
man.
pick up the trash can and I smash the guy on the head.
Oh, that's going to be a disaster.
Don't read it. Don't do it.
This one blows my mind, and you're also going to see why. This comes from some guy in 2022 who gave it a 1 out of 10 and said Ed Wood lives. There's a lot of talk among the characters near the beginning about being badass. Of course, what they should have been saying was bad script, bad directing, bad acting, bad characterization, bad development, bad taste. The comic book characters are the usual implausible roundup of immature morons exhibiting plenty of bad manners, bad English, and bad decision making. Yes, it's that sort of sorry excuse for a plot. Cameron is the Ed Wood of the 80s, minus the cheesy charm, and Aliens is all the proof you need. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Look him up and see if he reviewed Terminator 2.
All right, I'm on it.
I'd be
I can do that.
curious.
You guys keep
And
the
then,
conversation
That
going.
just,
And then Titanic, and then Avatar, which I don't care for.
that just
either
felt
of
like
those.
he just said a bunch of words.
Yeah.
It just
like,
doesn't make sense.
He didn't actually
was like
point anything out. He's like, I don't like it
word
because
salad.
they're-
Yeah.
word salad.
Because none of that sounded like it related to this movie.
It didn't.
Like,
It's just I didn't like those characters.
did he watch the Roger Corman bootleg version of it? Maybe
I don't know, man. It's
totally
so
trash.
weird. He did not review Terminator 2.
Of course
That's
not, because
really
it's a
sad.
good
Because
movie.
he's chicken
He's
shit.
chicken
Is
shit.
what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, I don't like this.
Anyway,
guy.
I don't waste any more time.
I don't like him either. Yeah.
We're wanted men. I got the death sentence in 3 systems. Or 6 systems.
Something
It's
like
one
that,
of
yeah.
those. It's a Star Wars
12.
joke. We're in
I think.
space, bitches. Don't
We are
forget.
in space.
We're
I
in
forgot.
space.
Are we watching Star Wars next week?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what is next week?
Oh, next week is horror.
Yes.
Ah, that's right. Next week's
Yeah.
Life Force.
Yeah.
We're doing
Oh,
space vampires.
Naked space vampires. Woo!
And I'm making Jackie watch it.
Nice.
You should. That woman is gorgeous. Are we going to watch the?
Jackie is gorgeous.
Yes,
Thank you,
I
Pete.
said so. That's what I said.
I thought that's what you were
That's
leading
exactly
for.
what I said.
Thank you.
Are we watching the?
It doesn't help if you giggle at the end of it, Pete. That just
That
This
sounds
man-
like Pete just burying himself further and further. So I
this
get
man
it.
can't no sell anything, can he?
Nope.
No.
Not next week. We are doing Life Force. It's a good movie. I do like this one.
I like Life Force.
The
a
extended
fun-
version is a little too long, but I also
I'm just going to
really
do
like-
whatever's on Amazon.
Yeah,
I was going to say, whichever place is streaming, it's the one I'm
Yeah,
watching.
whatever it's
really
free,
like it.
that's where I'm watching.
Yeah.
It's on Tubi right now. So hello.
I was going to say,
Tubi.
I watched it on Tubi last year, so I'm sure it's somewhere
Okay.
right now. But it's a fun one. It's a fun one. So, and I'm not 100% sure what we've got planned for the next action pick. I'm sure we'll come up with something once the time gets a little bit closer.
Space Ninjas.
and Space Ninjas. But we do have something very cool coming up at the end of the month. We'll
We
leave that as a
do.
little teaser. We'll
3 other podcasts.
I was leaving it as a little bit of teaser, but Nate just
What? That's all I'm saying. There might be 3 other podcasts involved. That could mean anything.
All I'm saying is I haven't heard a peep from any of them as of this recording about it.
You're absolutely right.
I know
We're
I'm right.
the only ones that have remembered.
I don't know what we're talking about.
We'll tell you
that
when
checks
we're done.
out. Yeah.
We'll remind you
Thank you.
when
Yeah.
we're done.
I do appreciate
And then
it.
I'll watch Starship Troopers and really
Yeah.
throw you off again.
No, wait.
That's
We're
right.
doing Life Force or Starship Troopers next week.
We did like Starship Troopers first season.
We're allowed to watch movies for fun, Pete.
Are we? You
Yeah.
have time?
Yeah, I know, right? It's hard.
Apparently he does for Starship Troopers and not Aliens right before we record.
I know
Have
what
we
you're talking
been
about.
anywhere, guys? Oh, it's in space. It's a delayed message. We were finally on Dissect That Film covering Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Oh,
3.
yeah.
Pete and I starred over there. This is like the 10th promo I've given this episode. Parker, you better
I
love every
think
bit
you
of
better
this.
just keep on promoting it.
Oh,
No, it's
I've thought
out.
about keeping this as a bit. It is
It's a funny
officially out. It's great. It was an unintended bit, but it's turned into a great bit. But yeah, check out me and Pete over there at that. And you all may have heard, because we're recording this ahead of time, a couple of episodes came out on our channel that no one was expecting and Charlie hadn't mentioned. Well, it's because we record things early. But we have a new show on this podcast channel. You don't have to go click anything else. You don't need to go find anything else. If you're already subscribed, it's downloaded. But we are doing B Action, putting the B back in action movies.
Faction.
Me, Dustin, and Mickey are digging into the long forgotten shelf of the video rental stores and finding everything that Pete and Nate don't want to cover on this show.
It's
What do you
true.
mean? Fortress sound awesome. I don't know why you didn't bring that to us.
Because Steel Dawn was awesome, sir, and you didn't like it.
It's got a good
It didn't have
point.
what'd you call it? A splat gun? Makes
splat.
people go splat.
There is a
Yeah.
splat gun in
It
Fortress.
sounds awesome. And yet
You also
you
didn't like Deep
hide
Star
that from
6.
I
And
like
you
Deep
walk
Star
away
6.
from that
I like
one.
Deep Star
Pete, you
6.
did like it.
I
Deep Star
like
6.
that.
If I
I
do
like that.
another underwater one over there, you're
I
definitely coming on.
hated Deep Star 6.
But I'm kind of saving those for every
Do,
time I get a chance to screw Nate over
That's fair.
because he has to keep watching them. I've got a few more. There was a lot that came out that year.
Yeah,
God
there
damn it.
were. That
There
was
were.
that was a weird year.
I've got ammo.
What a
We're good.
weird thing for Hollywood to be obsessed with for a little bit.
Nate's like, oh, boom, Deep Star 6 gone.
Yeah.
Leviathan, boom, gone. He's empty. Reload, bitch. Here we go. I got more.
Yay.
But no, you can. We're doing that one every 2 weeks. Not trying to inundate with a ton of stuff. Plus, we're doing this one for fun. But me and the guys over there are just
'Cause
digging
this
into some of
isn't
the
any fun
cheesy.
at all whatsoever.
No, this is taxing, quite taxing on me.
Very much so.
I came to a realization going, and Nate. This is partly Nate's fault too,
Nate,
because we
What-
went.
Damn
what
it.
the fuck?
is we went over the schedule and Nate's like, God damn it. I just want to pick fucking movies. Why has everything got to be scheduled for a year? God damn it. God damn it. And I was like, he's right. When am I ever going to get to cover some of these dumbass
I'm
bullshit?
calling it right now. Next year, no fucking themes.
None?
Well, we get Pete month, we
Yes!
get Charlie month, and you get Nate month, but that's it.
Month of Action isn't going anywhere and Halloween has to stay.
Exactly.
What about Neon Month?
No, I'm not doing any
You're not
themes
even gonna
next
do
year.
Neon.
No.
It's going to be chaos.
It's been fucking hard to get Neon month to work this year.
True.
You're not wrong. You're
I
not
did send you
wrong.
something here recently, didn't I?
That was the first one on the list.
God
Pete.
damn it!
Yeah, you said something that's already on the list.
Never mind.
He's like, what about this one? And I'm like, this guy. Why do we have a group chat? The audience is waiting for us to end this episode that is also insanely long. It's the director's cut of Give Me
director's
Back My
cut.
Action Movies.
It's the super special edition 1996 enhanced.
We're raising the bar. USA, USA.
USA.
Y'all know where to find us. We love y'all. keep listening. Download us. 5 stars on Spotify and Apple. Write us a review. Follow our friends. Are we done?
Charlie, what's the good word?
Let me tell you about an amazing sitcom called Mad About You.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Paul
no.
Reiser
No one even
and
knows
Helen
it had
Hunt.
Helen Hunt before she was hunting Twisters. And then straight after that, we never saw Helen Hunt again.
We're getting a sequel to Twister.
Yeah,
It's
without
out
Helen
right now,
Hunt.
isn't it?
No, not yet.
Just live
I
in
know what
Ohio
that's,
and
Troy.
you're in the Twister sequel.
Yeah, can we take Troy to see Twister?
No, it's called Twisters. They made it plural.
I said
Just like
S.
Aliens.
It's just let's
You
get.
just can't hear me over.
Let's ask Troy. Hey, we're gonna go see a movie. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
And we're
not
gonna
tell
get him
him.
drunk. And he said, "Okay, well, what do we see? And don't worry about it. Here's your ticket."
That's the easy part. We'll get him drunk. That's
Well,
real easy.
Yeah, usually.
What if Twisters is just the plot to Aliens? Now that I think about it, because they both end in an S, and now there's multiple
There's
aliens.
multiple twisters. Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
we're being tricked and this is like Battleship and it's based off of a game?
Oh, and they're all trying to get like really finangled.
Right hand green, left foot blue.